Good evening, viewers, and welcome to, where are we at tonight? We are at Beresfield Bowling Club, home of the Magpies, and we have a cracker game to start you off in round 6 of the Newcastle Hunter Super League. We have the Beresfield Magpies taking on Club Maitland City, better known as the Hunters, and the game will be bringing you, and if you look at your screen, you can see the squads up there in the singles. We have Caleb McDermott, Anthony ELLERCAMP and David GOVAN in the pairs. Corey Nicholas, I think it's Caleb McDermott, Brad Unstead in the triples. Corey Nicholas, Anthony ELLERCAMP, Brad Unstead and David GOVAN in the fours. Now they'll be playing against the Hunters, which is Simon Mitchell, Mick Cronin in the pairs, Simon Mitchell in the singles, Taylor Parker-Reese in the triples, and Taylor Parker-Reese and Cronin in the fours. Now if we'll switch back to the game, our pairs game has started, and we have David GOVAN and Michael Cronin skipping the pairs teams here, and they are underway. And Anthony ELLERCAMP has holding one shot, and with that bowl he's now holding two, and he's started off where he ended last week because he played sensational up at Soldiers Point in that victory against the Charlestown Tigers. And Simon Mitchell, who needs no introduction, who's their singles representative, back playing singles again this week, is leading for Mick Cronin, former Australian representative, and that's not a bad reply by Simon. So welcome viewers, welcome all around the world, all around the Newcastle Hunter, Sydney, whatever area you're in. We welcome you to, for the first time, at Beresfield Bowling Club, and round 6 of the Newcastle Hunter Super League. Now, 3 good bowls by Anthony ELLERCAMP, leading for the Magpies, and played sensational in last week's match when they defeated the Charlestown Tigers, the East Maitland Griffins, rather, we'll get that one right. The team of Joel Field and Hayden Boykovsky, in a very convincing win in the pairs to the Beresfield boys. So I'm with work experience kid Declan is here, working the cameras and working the production this evening, viewers. And we've got a new name for him. He's not work experience kid Declan no more. He's just Decky. So I'm going to refer to him as Decky. Now we've got a bit of a big shadow there on the green. And we do apologise, that camera might be wobbling around a bit because we don't have the weight for that camera, because the East Maitland boys left it behind. Test. Yeah, so, yeah. Anyway, it's not too bad. So Dave GOVAN on his forehand, the left-hander, holding probably, I'd say he's holding 2, close to 3. And he's probably just a tad short with that one. We might go and try and straighten that camera up very, very soon. And Michael Cronin down on the inside of the green on his backhand. Gets inside that, he's very close to shot. Just going to run past, but it's a good bowl. It'll be 3rd shot for sure. So still 2 to the Magpies. Dave GOVAN, you hear the church bells ringing in the background, viewers. Dave GOVAN. Hoppy's making the signals. So Dave GOVAN on his forehand, the inside of the green. They're playing on the synthetic surface here at Beresfield, which is a very, very, very slick surface. So Mick Cronin staying on his backhand. Yeah, it's one of the quickest greens in Newcastle, this synthetic. There's no doubt about that. A very, very, very quick green. Sorry, Decky. You good? Can you just press those green buttons?
Listen, yep.
That's better, that's louder. Very good. Okay, Dave GOVAN stays on his forehand. Down he comes. Probably one down. Oh, just missed the jack. So I would imagine it looks like it's 1 to... It is 1 to Maitland City. Simon Mitchell's indicated 1 to Maitland City. Evening, have we got Top Deck with us? We do have Top Deck. G'day, fellas. Braden. Hello, mate. G'day. It's good to be back. No issues this evening. Nothing we had to ring Boydie about. Hoppy was the good luck charm, I think. Jessa, g'day, mate. Love these weekday streams. So do we. Braden Chew, as I said. G'day, fellas. We do have Top Deck back. We're going to call him Tech Decky, we think. So we think it was 1 to the Hunters. Hello, mate. The umpire's here. Mr. Dettlebacker. So it was 1 to the Hunters, I believe. We'll just get a signal. That was 1 to you. Gov, 1. Yep, 1 to the Hunters. So that gets us underway. The first end's gone in our first stream game tonight, the pairs match between the Maitland City Hunters and Beresfield Magpies. So it's straight. That's it. Very good.
Very sensitive camera tonight.
Very sensitive cameras, so they get us underway. Now it might be a little bit hard to view, guys, because of the shadow. So that should be the Hunters. We need to change that. We've got the Griffins up there. Never mind.
I'll change that right now.
Yeah. So it should be 1 to the Hunters.
There we go.
That's the one. So and they've played one end, mate.
Yep.
So a pretty good start. Hit the first bowl. Simon's went in the ditch and Anthony ELLERCAMP has jumped right on. Bit of home ground knowledge here. Got him off to a pretty good start. That shadow is an absolute nightmare.
Fortunately, not too much we can do about that one.
No. Yeah, it's crazy, that shadow. Anyway, Simon Mitchell gets his second bowl down. He stays on the green this time. Anthony ELLERCAMP. Need to zone those ones out too. So he's holding one. Down on his backhand, which is the ditch side of the green. Now, viewers, they are playing in a fair bit. So they're actually on rink 2, so they're not on rink 1. Yep. So Simon Mitchell from the Maitland City Hunters, he's playing on his backhand too. Finds himself one down. First bowl win in the can. But they did win the first end, the Hunters. Off to a good start. 10 end matches, viewers. And don't forget these games, our club project scoreboard. If you're looking, your club's looking to renovate, a specialist in hospitality, construction, from sports bars, outdoor entertainment areas, bathrooms, kitchens, they do the lot. You can find those 37 Derby Street, Newcastle, 4927 8100. I'm sounding more and more like John Laws every day. He's retired.
More like a professional.
He's retired. I might get his gig. Except I don't use Valvoline. Anyway, so it looks like it's 1 to the Magpies. They are checking for shot. So it's up and down. Looks like it's 1 to the Magpies from here, but I can't be quite sure. Anyway, the Dave Govan and Anthony ELLERCAMP have a bit of a mid-rink chat. That's the other rink. That's the one next door to it.
Is it? Looking at the wrong one there.
That's it. So Michael Cronin, your camera works too good.
There we go. That's the right one.
So Mick Cronin's staying on his backhand. Magnificent follow through. So down he comes. Looks like he's probably a little bit tight for the synthetic surface. Remember this, they only had a one-end roll-up, so this is only the second time they've gone in this direction. So Dave Govan, he's the left-hander. He's the bowls coordinator here at Beresfield Bowling Club. Down on his forehand, the ditch side of the green. It's up and down for shot. 1-0 to the Hunters, 10-end game. I'll just have a look and very soon and tell you where these teams are situated in the competition. Who and where are you streaming from on Friday, Rosemary Robinson? So they're streaming tomorrow from Curry. So the 4 teams that are playing tomorrow in the Newcastle and Hunter Super League, Rosemary. And I'll bring them up for you. So tomorrow, live from Curry, will be brought to you by the Hapster. So it is round 6. So there's Curry versus Charlestown. So the Cannons take on the Tigers, and the Raymond Terrace Jets will be up against their nemesis, their greatest rival in the Soldiers Point Dolphins. And that'll be tomorrow, brought to you live on YouTube's Live Sports from Curry, home of the Cannons. Now, it's still up and down in the shop. The head hasn't changed much. It's a bit of a struggle looking at the screens with the sun right in my eyes, but we're doing my best.
Should get better in a few hours.
Yeah. And he turns that one over. Dave Govan, no, not quite. Friday, Tony. Yes, sorry, mate. I apologise, Matthew. Friday. It's so bizarre. Like, I can't get used to this Wednesday thing. Sorry, Matthew. Friday, boys. Friday. Not tomorrow. You are right. I actually said to work experience kid Declan on the truck on the way over, it's weird because it doesn't seem like a Wednesday. Anyway, Mick Cronin touches it, turns it into a few here. This could be a Simpsons handful at the moment, viewers. A Simpsons handful. And there's someone from YouTube Live Sports watching their tech decky.
Would seem so.
I wonder who it is. No idea. So we are 1-0 to the Hunters over the Magpies on your club project scoreboard. And Mick Cronin has played a fantastic bowl, and we've got the option to do replays here now, so we'll get on top of that very, very soon. Decky's only learning that. But Dave Govan probably finds himself 4 down. The Beresfield Magpie, the captain himself, the bowls coordinator, coming down on his forehand, looking to play a little bit of an aggressive shot here. Can he get a result? He's got the jack. That's a great bowl. And it's 2 to the Magpies. Fantastic shot by Dave Govan. Did you get a chance to get a replay of that one, Decky?
Maybe. Let's go find out, shall we?
Yeah.
That's not it. That is right there.
Yeah.
Oh, and it's Reek started it.
Oh, bummer. Anyway, we'll get back to the
wrong
game.
thing.
We'll get it next time. It's all trial and error, my friend. It's all trial and error. So, great shot by Dave Govan. So, that'll take it to 2-1 after 2 on your club project scoreboard. Good job, boys. Thank you, Hapster, especially correcting the Thursday game to a Friday. I think Matty wanted to turn up on the right date. Sorry, Matthew. So, Anthony ELLERCAMP gets us underway for N3, a 2-1 lead to the Magpies over the Hunters after 2 ends on your club project scoreboard. Simon Mitchell. Down he comes on his backhand, and it's a great starter by Simon. Pretty close to fair. Coles Refrigeration Air Conditioning viewers are your local experts in air conditioning, refrigeration and commercial kitchen services who have been servicing Newcastle and the Hunter for over 80 years. Can you dig that? 80 years. Stay cool this summer. Give Coles Refrigeration and Air Conditioning a call, 49570221. Anthony ELLERCAMP very close to shot. Probably still finds himself 1 down, but he's been playing really well, and he was the best on ground last week in our televised pairs game up at Soldiers Point. Watching from Hervey Bay, Queensland, Pauline Rose. Welcome, Pauline. Great to have you on board. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast here on YouTube Live Sports. Now, that's a good bowl by Simon Mitchell, but he's unfortunately given it away. But he's played it pretty well. Anthony ELLERCAMP staying on his forehand, the inside of the green. The outside of the green. And we will go and fix that camera. Probably have to wait to the half-time interval, but we're going to do something different in the half-time interval. We're going to have a bit of trivia. We're going to have a little bit of trivia. And what we're going to do, it's like a bit of guess who. I'm going to put some questions up. The first person who can text in and guess. I was suffering from chronic hepatitis. I spent a lot on drugs. I never thought that a day like this will comedy and we'll be able to... No idea. We'll give that one a miss, I think. That might be a little bit of a spam. Is that what you think it is?
Oh, not too sure.
I don't know. I can't tell. Anyway, good shots. 3 good bowls by Anthony ELLERCAMP, and the other 2 are not too bad by Simon Mitchell as well. So it looks like it could be 1 or 2 to the Magpies. So Dave Govan, He's playing his backhand, holding 2. Any touch of the jack's going to be fantastic. He could turn this into a 3 or more. He's given every chance. Dave Govan, ladies and gentlemen, the Beresfield captain, bowls coordinator, has played a smoker.
Fantastic stuff.
Going to replay on that one, Declan?
I think we can. I think we can. Are we going to get it? Nope, it's not going to let us do it.
Bummer.
Oh, hold on.
Oh, yes, it is. There it is.
Just not wanting to play it.
Never mind. We'll get it next time. It's all trial and error. Let's get back to the game.
Oh, and it. And our cameras have froze.
Cameras are frozen. Fantastic.
Oh, hello. There we go. Got it.
Back. Well played. So, David Govan. Have a look at the situation. A fantastic bowl by Mick Cronin there to get 1. Was a few down. David Govan's played. Oh, that's a great shot. The conversion rate is magnificent from these guys, and he's played another screamer, Dave Govan. Turned it into 4. Mick Cronin's played a real good bowl, and then Dave Govan's reciprocated. So it's probably 2. How's Mick Cronin looking? How's his weight? He's just got to get past that front one. He's going to be very close. That's a great bowl. That's 1 to the Maitland City Hunters. Great shot, Mick Cronin, former Australian representative. He's not going to lie down. He's not going to die wondering. So Dave Govan on the mat. Mr. Beresfield himself. Down he comes. On his forehand, the left-hander. Finds himself 1 down. And he's just dropped that one short. We'll just update the scoreboard for you. 2-1 on 2. Could be our correct score. Well run. So it's 1 to the Hunters at the moment. I don't think Dave, he's played all his bowls. So it's a bonus shot for Michael. And he looks like he's played it pretty well. That could be 2, I think. Or is it an early call? No, it's just the 1. So 1 to the Hunters. It'll be 2 all on 3 here on your Club Project scoreboard in round 6, our first rubber, our first game of the night. Magpies v Hunters. Do the Hunters have the Magpies in the crosshairs tonight? Only time will tell. It's a tight affair at the moment. 2 each on 3 ends. And Simon Mitchell will get us underway. Viewing numbers are climbing rapidly. We're getting a bit of spam in the chats. We need to ditch that. How do we delete that? That's a joke.
I think we just leave it.
We just leave it? Yeah, fair enough. We just won't read it.
Yeah, I vote we just leave it and ignore it.
We'll just leave it and ignore it. Spot on, mate. So what we're going to do in the halfway break, because we're getting a bit lost here in the live streams. Anyway, Simon Mitchell will get us underway. Getting a bit lost in the live streams in the quick halftime break, so we're going to have a bit of a guess who. So I'll bring up a bowler, I'll bring up some stats, and whoever can guess it, the prize we're going to give you. I discussed this with the Hapster on the way over. That's a great start, Simon Mitchell from the Hunters. I think the prize will be, you can come and have a guest stint in the Skybox. Anthony Ellercamp gets us underway for his first bowl for the Magpies, 1 down. You can have a guest stint in the Skybox at YouTube Live Sports. You can commentate with myself and Decky. You can commentate with the Happy Bowler and Hoppy. Whoever is on the night, Simon Mitchell. But that'll be the prize. If you can, the first one who gets it right, that'll be the prize. You can want to have a guest stint. No Google allowed, Joel Field. And Simon Mitchell. Another good bowl. Well done. So Anthony Ellercamp down on his forehand. Been playing pretty solid. His first bowl is probably the loosest bowl he's played in the campaign so far, but this one not too far away. Probably just a little bit short. Can you zoom those ones out a bit, Declan?
Yep, on green.
Yep, those ones from that end. Yep. And Simon Mitchell. And flip it over.
Okay.
Down he comes. Now he's playing his backhand. Just a little bit of handiwork. Declan Techie Decky on the cameras, and good bowl, Simon. That'll be a counter. So, you zoom those ones out.
Yep.
Anthony Ellercamp on his forehand. Finds himself 2 down. Our score here is 2 each after 3 ends in your pairs game, Magpies v Hunters. Now, Anthony Ellercamp, how's he looking with this one? He's running, giving it a whirl. He's probably 3rd shot. And I'm joined by the one and only Frank Leslie, who's standing behind me, and it's good to see him. I've seen him today. Had a bit of a hug. We played a lot of bowls together, Franco and I did, back in the day. Racked up a few titles.
I'm going out for tea. I just pop it out, say good day.
Good to see you, Franco. Always good to see you, man. Take care. Ladies and gentlemen, Frank Leslie, one hell of a player. They're one of the best sets of Drake's Prides I've ever seen. They were like squares. They didn't even turn. But geez, they were good bowls and he could handle them with a plume. Anyway, Mick Cronin finds himself holding shot, the Hunters. So at the half-time mark, Andrew Twining is tuning in from Bali. I know a few people are over in Bali at the moment. So he's just dropped that one a little bit short, but still holding 2, the Hunters. You know a few that are in Bali at the present time. Having a good time over there. Down we come. So it still looks like it's 2 to the Hunters. So Mick Cronin will stay. It's hard to see that camera. He's on his backhand, the right-hander. Hey, Andrew, hope you're having fun over there. Kathy Searle. And he's going to add to this by the looks of it. That's great bowling from the Hunters. So David Govan probably finds himself, I reckon he's 3 down, maybe even 4. And I've found our bowler for the quiz. I've found his stats. I wonder if anyone can guess who it is, but we'll do that in the halfway mark. But at the moment, it is 2-all after 3 ends. David Govan finds himself in a spot of bother here, viewers. So he's playing his forehand. I'll tell you what, he hasn't played this too bad. Dave Govan, take a bow, son. He's not wearing his Governator shirt. I'm a little bit disappointed. But anyway, he's played a great bowl. He found himself in all sorts of trouble there, and he's drawn a back toucher. Now, I'm not too sure if it's shot. It's up and down, I do believe. But Michael Cronin, one hell of a delivery this guy's got. A great delivery. Now, he's playing a little bit of an aggressive shot. Will he hold his line? He can get a whisker off. Fair effort. So we'll just have a look. Dave Govan's having a look. He's doing the old finger measurement. What do you think, Tech Decky?
Well, I'm not too sure. I'm going to turn myself back up.
Yeah, keep it up. Keep it up all the time.
Not too sure how we're looking here.
Yeah, I'm not too sure. I don't know if Gov knows either. He's pretty uncommittal. And Kathy Searle said, that's a beautiful, did Bones pick up a very skinny bowl then? EJE Architecture, ladies and gentlemen. EJE are award-winning design specialists with a proven 45-year track record across all sectors. Bring your vision to life with specialist expertise. EJE Architecture. They'll build your new bowling club for you, ladies and gentlemen. In your backyard. Dave Govan on his forehand, the left-hander. That's up and down the for shot. Played a smoker with his last. Don't know how this one's looking. If he's got the weight, he is every chance. Sits inside. That's close. What was that? What was the indication there, mate? That was 1 to Dave Govan. Dave Govan has played 2 crackers. He's on fire. Kathy Searle, you are right. Gov is on fire. So that brings us to 3-2 after 4 ends in our first game of tonight's doubleheader of round 6 Newcastle Hunter Super League at the one and only Beresfield Bowling Club, where there's birds flying all over the joint making a racket. The wind stopped, which is good, and Anthony Ellercamp for the Magpies will get us underway. Doing a great job there, Decky. 3-2 after 4 to the Magpies. And what we've got is we've got a situation here where they're going to...
If somebody walks by that blue lead there, it's right out in the open, exposed. Somebody gets their feet.
Well, they can't walk past here, Maxie. Put it behind the chair. Just be careful. Thank you. Max Stiddlebacker helping us out. Great shot, Simon Mitchell. Thank you, buddy. We appreciate it. Watching Mossman Bowling Club, Greg Loveday. Welcome, Greg. Hope you're enjoying the live stream of the Newcastle Hunter Super League. And our first game in tonight's match is Beresfield Magpies up against the Maitland City Hunters. It's 3-2 to the Magpies at the moment, and both skippers are playing brilliant, and Anthony ELLERCAMP has displayed a cracking shot as well. The Magpies are playing well, but the Hunters are not letting them get away with it. Simon Mitchell. He's coming down on his backhand. Now, it is a little bit of a... It's about a 3/4 length, maybe not even quite that. He might be just a tad... He's going to flip back, is he? He's run past further than I thought. So Anthony ELLERCAMP, zoom those ones out a bit, Decky, so I can have a bit of a wider look. Anthony ELLERCAMP's coming down. That's better. That's pretty good. And not only is that pretty good, Anthony ELLERCAMP has drawn the shot. Great bowl. Genuine Metal Roofing, ladies and gentlemen, looking for a new Colorbond roof. Need a whirlybird to help keep the house cool. Call Anthony. That's a pretty cool name. Call Anthony, 0434 527 169. Genuine Metal Roofing. Back to the game. Simon Mitchell, good weight. Probably finds himself still 2 down. Viewer numbers are going for the roof. We love it here at YouTube Live Sports. Beresfield Bowling Club. I'm just going to straighten up that camera in that break. When I do the quiz, I'll straighten up the camera. I'll get Decky to go and straighten it up so I can do some talking.
Making me do all your work, Tony.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So David Govan, the left-hander, looks like he's going to play his forehand here on the very slick surface. And down he comes. He's given every chance. Probably holding 1. Maybe 2, and if he runs this out, there's a chance it's going to be 2, maybe 3, but it's not quite sure. It's pretty close. No indication from our leads. Mick Cronin, the Maitland Hunter, on his backhand. Hasn't played that too bad, but viewers, as you can see, and a lot of you people, though, you know a fair bit about bowls, they're running through because this is one very, very quick deck here at Beresfield, home of the Magpies. Round 6, Newcastle Hunter Super League, which, if you don't mind me saying, has been a fantastic tournament to stream so far. The concept has been great. The 5-a-side format is very, very good, very exciting. We've been fortunate enough to bring you some cracking games. And, you know, from 1st to 8th is pretty tight. So Dave Govan's probably played his worst bowl of the game, and that's 2 foot short. Mick Cronin still playing the inside of that green, that open side. It's hanging on him a bit. Will he get some spin back? Good weight. Enough turn. I'm not quite sure. So both skippers have 1 bowl each. 3-2 on your Club Project scoreboard after 4 ends. Almost at the Jonesy from Bero watching from the Flamin' Galah Bar in Bali. Mark Jones is at the Flamin' Galah Bar. How about that? I know where that is. That Flamin' Galah Bar. Alf Stewart should be there with you, Mark. I'm not too sure of the indication. So it's very, very close. I think Anthony ELLERCAMP is not sure himself. But Dave Govan staying on his forehand, the left-hander. Down he comes. That's good camera work, Decky.
Thank you, thank you.
Very good. Down he comes on his forehand, the left-hander. His line doesn't look too bad. If he can just get inside that last bowl of Mick Cronin's, he's probably just going to hang. Geez, that had a bit of hang on it. Not too sure, so we'll just wait and see. Mick Cronin has 1 to play. 1 to play. Viewers, well, I know we're only on the 5th end of the game, but I'll give you the first hint of the mystery bowler. Who are you going to guess who it is? Remember, the winner can have a guest stint on YouTube Live Sports. You can come and have a bit of a go at commentating with myself or with the happy bowler. If you're in the area, we'd love to have you come and have a bit of a guest stint. Well, I would. So Mick Cronin, ladies and gentlemen, drawn the shot, I believe. Maybe not. He probably just run through. We'll have a bit of a look. What's the indication?
Bringing out the tape measure.
They're bringing out the measure. Anthony ELLERCAMP has got the string measure out. We don't know what brand it is, so we can't say. No bloody home and away in my bar, mate. I love the interaction between Kathy Searle and anyone else who's online, the chat. Glad we could hook this up together for a chat. Anyway, the hint, I'll give you the first hint, the bowler. The questions we're going to ask. What was it, 1? So it was 1 to the Magpies. 1 to the Magpies on your Club Project scoreboard. That will make the score 4-2 after 5. 4-2 after 5. Now, in the game next door, I believe it is the same score. It's 4-2 to the Magpies after 3 ends in the triples. In our other game, Nelson Bay. No, that's the other game. No, I'm talking about... No, pairs here is 4-2 after 5. And the game next door is 4-2 after 3. See the two scoreboards are next to each other? Yep. Oh, Hoppy in the distance. Stuffed up the scores again. Anyway, in the other game, Nelson Bay playing East Maitland in the pairs. East Maitland have a 5-1 lead after 5 ends. And I can't quite see the score in the triples. The sun's shining on that scoreboard. But anyway, let's get back to this game. So we've got a 5... It should be 4-2, correct?
Yep, I got it.
Well done.
Awesome.
And Anthony ELLERCAMP just a bit heavy with that one. So Simon Mitchell, and we're at the halfway point. Anyway, with the bowler, he was born in 1968. That's the first hint. Good start, Simon, from the Hunters. So at the moment, Beresfield have a 2-shot advantage in the pairs, and it's 4-all in the triples. And what they've done here, and we spoke to Brad Unstead about it today, just a bit short from Anthony, is to have a little bit of a masterboard after the first round. So we've got an indication of who's doing what, which will help us greatly, because it's pretty hard chasing the bowlers when they go and have their break. Some go to the toilet, some go and get a drink, some are doing other things. And this is our first game we've ever streamed on a Wednesday night too, viewers, so pretty good conditions here.
Oh, it's absolutely perfect weather for it.
It is perfect weather. You are right, Decky. It is perfect weather. I'm joined by work experience kid Declan.
I thought we were getting rid of that title, Tony.
Oh, it's hanging around. It's hanging around a little bit. Great shot, Anthony ELLERCAMP. His backhand. Great shot. We'll get Decky onto these replays eventually.
I think I've got it.
Thinks he's got it. Oh, missed that one. Anyway, so Simon Mitchell on his forehand.
Nope, there we go.
We're back, and what a great shot. Simon Mitchell, that is a screamer. We need a replay on that one, Decky. Can we get it?
Maybe. Let's see how it goes. Let's jump. I believe if I do that and move to here... Nope, it's not going to do it. It's not going to do it.
Oh, well, we'll get back to it. We'll get it eventually.
Let me clear that off.
So it looks like it's 1 to the Hunters.
That might...
So David Govan, who'll be playing his backhand, I would imagine. Down he comes. Yes, he is playing his backhand. Down he comes away from the clubhouse. He touches the jack. He makes 2. He touches it 2 or 3 feet. He makes 3. He's given it every chance. David Govan, you are having a blinder, but I'm not sure if you got the shot out of that one. You give it every effort. So who's got the shot? Maitland City is still holding one. We've got Hoppy in the background. He's keeping a good eye on it. So it is one to the City boys. Paul Whiteman watching. Hello, Paul. Hope you're enjoying it. Great game watching here. 4-2 on your Club Project scoreboard. Play. That is awesome. The internet's playing up, is it?
It certainly is.
Is it turned on? It hasn't battery gone flat or nothing like that?
No, it's on. Should be. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. It should be right now. Should be, being the key word.
Oh, we're back.
Go.
We're back. A little bit of buffering, ladies and gentlemen. Not as much as the Mike Tyson-Jake Paul fight, and, you know, the buffering was probably more exciting than the fight, but anyway. Dave Govan has a bit of an aggressive shot, misses it to play.
I think that's how we get our replays, getting it from the top man.
Getting it from the top man. That's right, Decky. So, 1 to the Hunters. So, we've got Decky. He'll get onto that. Pouring rain in Harvey Bay. Thanks, Pauline. So, how's Mick Cronin looking here? Dave Govan still has one bowl to play. Then Mick's got one as well. 4-2 after 5 ends on your Club Project scoreboard. Specialist in hospitality construction, from sports bars, outdoor entertainment areas, bathroom, kitchens. They do the lot, Hoppy. 37 Derby Street, Newcastle, 49278100. Club Projects. Your club looking to renovate? They're the people to call. I don't think we need any renovations at Mayfield West Bowling Club, which is officially now the May West.
No, that's not the views, Tony. You're looking at the wrong one.
What do we got?
I don't know what that one is.
Chat rate. That's the chat rate.
Oh,
You've got to go across the bottom. Move it across the bottom and we can see what's going on, how many people. There we are. That's better.
Cool.
So,
I think we've also... I think that's also our replays.
Yeah.
I've got that right.
okay.
Come back
Anyway,
to
let's
the
get
main
back to
one
the
just for
game.
now.
Yeah, we'll muck around with that. It's trial and error. Ladies and gentlemen, trial and error with Tech Decky. Tech Decky's on the tools. Dave Govan, the left-hander. What's he going to play? Now he's playing his forehand. Down he comes. Let's have a look. He'd be looking probably just to get the inside edge of that bowl. He's every chance. Oh, he got a bit of a dipsy-doodle whooshka on the way through. Scott Thorogood. Anyway, Mick Cronin holding one. Pretty sure it's 1 to that. Let's have a look. Down he comes. Yeah, it is 1 to the Hunters. Down he comes. How's he looking? Can understand if he's a little bit cautious. He's only gonna, you know, after 6 ends holding one, it'll be 1 the diff. So that's 1 to the Hunters. It'll be 4-3 on 6 here on your Club Project scoreboard in our first rubber for the evening between the Magpies of Beresfield and the Hunters of Maitland City. And as we did say, do the Hunters have the Magpies in their crosshairs? Are they going to pop them off? Time will tell. So 4-3 after 6, and now we have the game next door 3-7 behind in their pairs match against the triples game. They're 3-7 behind Nelson Bay, and they've got a lead in the pairs, but we just can't see what it is. It's a bit far away and the sun's right on top of that scoreboard. Anyway, regardless, Simon Mitchell gets us underway with very good weight. Just a bit narrow. Our viewer numbers are back. They're climbing rapidly. Anthony ELLERCAMP is probably one of the reasons why, because he is playing sensational along with his skipper, David Govan. Down he comes. Just a bit short, so 2 loose bowls from the leads. Sure, they'll be looking to rectify that. Simon Mitchell on the mat. We think they should call it the Nest. Then a few people want to call East Maitland the Nest, but I don't know if a griffin lives in a nest. Where's a griffin live?
Oh, this is something I should know.
Yeah, it is something. That's why I'm asking. I think you should know that techie deck. Anyway, 1 to Simon Mitchell. Great shot.
And I'll have to get onto it.
So Tech Decky will get on and find out a good name for the Griffins, East Maitland Griffins. Anthony Ellercamp finds himself 1 down.
Got someone watching from England.
From England, watching
Keith
from
Taylor.
snowy England. Thanks, Keith. From snowy England. I did see that on the social media this morning, a little bit of snow. So watching from England. Welcome, Keith. It's good to have you. Simon Mitchell probably finds... Not sure who's got the shot there. It's up and down. He looks like he's played this okay. If he holds... Great effort. So, Anthony Ellercamp. Great shot.
Sorry.
Oh, Tech Decky, he's missed that one. He's rubbing his eyes. Must have got a moth or something in there.
I actually think I did.
He did. Something flew into his face. So, okay, so that's 1 in a measure, maybe 2. And we may even call that the EJE Architecture shot of the end. The EJE, the award-winning design specialist with a proven 45-year track record across all sectors. Sectors. I like that word, sector. Now we're going to call the bowls regions that at one time. Bring your vision to 3 is Schmick. Sorry, it's his... Yeah, no, it's his forehand. Apologise. Now, he's just going to be looking to try and make contact with the Anthony Ellercamp bowl. He's just gone underneath it, but it's going to finish in a pretty good home. So, Dave Govan on his... Scotty Thorogood.
Oh, yeah, that's not bad.
Not bad. I've never watched one of those movies in my life, but I know what that is. So Dave Govan, probably holding 1. Going a little bit behind. So just quickly, guys, is the black and white bowls and the black bowls belong to the players from Beresfield. And the light blue and the green, dark green, belong to the players from the Hunters. Good afternoon, gents. Watching from Tuncurry. Good day, Glenn. All the way from Tuncurry. Good shot. Wow, he's gone through that gap. Amazing. David Govan finds himself probably holding 2 now. Yes, welcome, Glenn, all the way from Tuncurry. Is Rexy still there? One of the legends of the game. Legends of the game. Mr. Rex Johnson. So it looks like it could be 2 to the Maggies. Dave Govan can just get a scoopy off that. He might turn this into 3, and he's dipsy-doodled that, viewers. Boom shakalaka, fall in off the back after a skunk for 3. Mick Cronin comes down on his forehand. There'll be a little bit of angst in that. Coming down. Can he get the same bit of... Oh, bit stiff. You've got to feel a little bit hard done by. Like Dave Govan's got a classic result. That will probably be the General Metal Roofing. Looking for the new Colourborn roof shot. Need a whirlybird to help keep the house cool. Dave Govan doesn't need a whirlybird after playing a bowl like that. So we'll have a bit of a look, Tech Decky. Dave Govan, he's going to stay on his backhand, the left-hander. Probably using his classic 2s. 6-5. The Hunters have hit the front in the triples next door after 7. And David Govan's come down on his backhand. Now he's rolled that one out where they make the pies. So, how many was it? 3 to Maggies. 3 to the Magpies. So, that takes them up to a 7-3 lead after 7 in your club project scoreboard. 3 to the Magpies in this pairs game. And Anthony Ellercamp, who we did mention was probably the best player on the green last week in our live stream match against the Griffins at Soldiers Point, home of the Dolphins, on that Friday night when the Telstra crashed for the first 25 minutes. Not only on our stream, but throughout the club. The raffles, they were all up in arms. But when we got it going and they heated the place up with some of their spectacular bowls, and Anthony Ellercamp in particular had a day out. So Simon Mitchell
on his backhand. Down he comes on the ditch side of the green, which is our side, but it is in a fair bit. Viewing numbers are very, very good. Very happy with that, especially for a Wednesday night when there's plenty of other things on a Wednesday night this time. I think porn stars and stuff like that would be on 7, mate. Anthony ELLERCAMP just going to duck under. They can stop one in front in the triples game next door, the Hunters. Yep, Rex is still here, our bowls coordinator. That's good, Glenn. Yep. One hell of a player. One hell of a player. Now, Simon, just a tad short with that one. And Anthony will stay on his backhand. The Ant, as he's affectionately known. Loves his cars. Bit of a rev head. And probably a little bit quick with that. Me and cars, me and rev heads just don't go together. I know where the key goes. I know where the key goes, that's about it. It goes in the ignition and it goes on the kitchen table when I'm finished. Well, watching from southwest Scotland, Morag Lamb, southwest Scotland. That's amazing. -3, you say? Wow. Are they playing the Wallabies this week, Scotland? Or the Wallabies playing Ireland? They're playing one of them. 2 from 2, the Wallabies. 2 decent wins. They're playing one of them. I think Scotland's pretty good at the moment. Didn't Ireland get beat by Argentina? Anyway, back to the bowls. David Govan has a 7-3 lead after 7, and probably it's up and down for shot, the indication. So -3 Morag, and we welcome you aboard to the stream. YouTube Live Sports. You want the best live sports coverage, particularly bowls. You want the best live bowls coverage on the planet. You better be live in it here. YouTube Live Sports. David Govan sits that. That is magnificent. This guy is on fire. Go and get a bucket of water and tip it over the bugger because he is burning. So Mick Cronin down on his backhand. He's not playing too bad himself, just quietly. Just a little bit tight. So David Govan on his forehand, the left-hander, is having a great game, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sure you'll all agree with it. He is having a very special game on rink 2 here at the Nest. He's just going to run past, but not about home. Probably an end that the Hunters need to pick up here. Find themselves possibly 2 down. But this one, weight's pretty good. Mick Cronin, the weight wasn't bad, just a bit wide. Object sit that back bowl of Dave Govan's on the line. Let's see what goes on here. So Dave Govan's playing his last bowl at the end. He's holding 2. He can put this rubber away, I reckon. With a big shot here, he can put it away.
Mayhaps.
416 viewers. I wonder if you all think the same thing. Dave Govan, left-hander, on his forehand, holding 1, possibly 2, a 7-3 lead on the 8th end, and this one here looks like it's got the biscuits.
Oh,
great shot. How good is this man playing? And he's not even wearing his Governator shirt. Great shot. Holding, I reckon it's definitely 2. Up and down for the 3rd. Great broadcast, fellas. Keep it up. Thank you, Ian. We appreciate it. Love the sound of my own voice, my friend. The head, that's a different story, but love the sound of my own voice. And I'm hoping you'll love the sound of my voice too, but yeah, we're having some fun with the bowls. So Mick Cronin on his forehand. Great delivery. Let's hope he can get a result. So we've got some exciting stuff happening in the last 2 ends. Just going to go under. Now we'll get to find out what it is. There's 1. There's 2. Well, it's 2. It's only the 2. So 2 to the Magpies jumps out to a 9-3 lead after 8. So they're still in the game. Bloody left-handers. Jake Maloney. Hello, Jakey, my old mate. Yeah, I don't know. Hoppy says, what's wrong with left-handers, Jakey? I've never seen Hoppy play bowls, but he must be a left-hander, obviously. He's wearing his aviator sunglasses. I thought it was like a Maverick for a minute. And Hoppy's over here to actually watch the bowls tonight, which is really good. So Anthony Ellercamp gets us underway. We have a 9-3 lead to the Magpies after 8 on your Club Project scoreboard here at the Nest home of the Beresfield Magpies in round 6 of the Newcastle and Hunter Super League. So East Maitland, it looks like it's 7-1 to Nelson Bay in the pairs. I think it's 7-1. 7 all in the pairs. The pairs is the furthest one, and it's
9-5. Here we go.
Anyway, we'll worry about this one. So Anthony Ellercamp's got us off to a good start. And that's not a bad reply from Simon Mitchell. So we know the triples between 7 all in the pairs, is it?
No, the pairs is finished. We've got 9-5 up, but it's 49 for one.
Okay. 7 all in the triples, and the pairs we think has finished. Did East Maitland win the pairs, or did Nelson Bay win the pairs? Anyway, it doesn't matter. Anthony Ellercamp's playing for the Magpies, and that's all that matters at the moment. He's holding one shot. And Simon Mitchell, that's not a bad reply. 2 good bowls, probably finds himself a couple down. Or 1 down. Maybe 2. Coles Refrigeration and Air Conditioning are your local experts in air conditioning, viewers. Refrigeration Commercial Kitchen Services. Been around for 80 years, so they know their stuff. And I have spotted him. Georgie Thorogood, I have spotted him. He has arrived. Anthony Ellercamp. No names, no pack drills. Anthony Ellercamp just a little bit wide with that one, so Simon Mitchell can make one hell of a run here. A little touch of the jack will definitely make 2. He's given every chance. He's given every chance. Just a touch. Just going to drop it probably a foot or 2 short, unfortunately. Probably needed that jack then. So at the crossover, the boys walk up to the mat. 2 fierce competitors, these 2 gentlemen. David Govan will be on the mat first, holding a couple. Maitland City's in front in the 3s. East Maitland. Hoppy, you don't know what part of Maitland there's winning. East Maitland is apparently, so David Govan will add another. This guy is in subliminal form. Subliminal. Is that the word?
I believe so.
Subliminal. Sublime form. He is playing awesome. Let's just say that.
This isn't looking too bad.
Chance Mick Cronin. Chance.
He's going to fall
just
short.
Just going to drop it. He's a bit narrow. His weight was great. So Dave Govan, Anthony Ellercamp's giving the indication just to get in that little gap inside that blue one. So he's on his backhand for the left-hander. As Jakey said, bloody left-handers, down he comes. If he gets a bit of spin on this, it depends. Has he got some turn? Oh, dear, oh dear. Is that a counter? Is that a counter, boys? It's got to be close. So I think Simon indicated that he thought it counted. So Mick Cronin, former Australian representative, on his forehand. What a great delivery this man's got. Now he has, if he gets some spin on this, inside, every chance, piece of the jack, keeps him in the game. Now, viewers, I know the score's 9-3 and they've played 8 ends. Dave Govan has had a day out. He's been superlative. But the other 2 in Simon Mitchell and Mick Cronin have not played bad. They've played decent game of lawn bowls, but Dave Govan, he's just picking them off, picking and choosing, touching, dodging, weaving, all the analogies. He's got them all tonight. The Govnator. The only thing he hasn't got is that name on his shirt like he did last week. Anyway, down on the backhand, Dave Govan Beresfield Magpie bowls coordinator, and at the moment 9-3 leader is going for cover out the back. Probably not a bad bowl. So Shannon Simon's indicated to go for the 3 bowls. He reckons they can all go. Mick Cronin. In off. Oh, well, now.
That's going to change things up a little.
That's certainly going to change, and he's going to find himself probably 2 down. Is it in? Is it in? No, it's going on the spot. It was in, was it? So what was the score? What was it? Well, it was already 9-3. So it's 11-3, so it was 2 to the Magpies, so it's 11-3 after 9. We have 1 end to go in our first game of tonight's live stream here at Beresfield Bowling Club between the Beresfield Magpies and the Maitland City Hunters. Now, just to give you an indication, viewers, of where these teams sit after 5 rounds of the Newcastle Hunter Premier League. Anthony ELLERCAMP gets us underway. We'll just give you the ladder, and I'll get it up pretty quickly, as quick as I can. As quick as I can. So after 5 rounds, the ladder is Soldiers Point are coming first, Raymond Terrace second, Maitland City's running third, Charlestown running fourth. Now Beresfield is on 30 points, so they're going to split the first tie by the looks of it. It's going to be 2 rubbers each. So Maitland City will go to 35, Beresfield will go to 32. So as it stands, Soldiers Point's on 36 points, Raymond Terrace 34. They will both play tomorrow night. Maitland City 33, Charlestown 32. Maitland City playing tonight. Beresfield on 30, Curry on 28. Beresfield playing tonight, and East Maitland and Nelson Bay up against each other. And we'll call it the battle of the battle of the bottom of the barrel. How about that? Nelson Bay and East Maitland, the battle of the bottom of the barrel. And there's only 1 point that separates them on the ladder. Anyway, back to the game. 11-3 lead to the Magpies. Home dunghill advantage. It looks like they're going to get away with this one. Form is the same as last week when Anthony ELLERCAMP played sensational, and hasn't played this one too bad either. Sits and stays. Brilliant shot. That is a magnificent EJE architecture shot of the end. Well played. Great shot by Anthony ELLERCAMP. So Simon Mitchell jumps on. Probably finds himself. Oh, it's up and down for shot. Not 100% sure. I'll give you another hint, viewers. And good shot by Simon. Now, he possibly has made 2 or 3 out of that. He has. So our Who Am I, when we're going to run through it at our halftime interval, was born in 1968. And I'll give you another clue. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. I'll give you he's a Victorian. So born in 1968 and he's a Victorian. The guy's a legend, needs no introduction. Born in 1968 and he's a Victorian. There's your 2 clues. So down we come. Dave Govan. How's he played? Sit back and... not quite, not 100% sure on that one. No, I don't think he counts. So I think it's probably still 2 to the Hunters. And they've got a good lead in the other one. So there might be... Depends on the shots up the margin. And we'll go and find some scores. So a good shot here. Mick Cronin just on the wrong edge. And that's been the story of their night. They've just got on the wrong side of things. The wrong side of the bowl. Rolled out the wrong way. Gone through holes that didn't exist. But this man... He's had a day out, or a night out, on his home deck. The nest. He's played this one a little bit narrow, I think. Chris Parkinson. So Chris Parkinson's been the first one that's had a bit of a guess. Remember our two crews, born in 1968 and Victorian. And Chris Parkinson has gone with Barry Lester. Well, Chris Parkinson, I can let you know that that is incorrect. It is not Barry Lester. I better not say that to Bazza, telling him he was born in 1968. He might get the shits and never talk to me again. So if you're watching Bazza, no, it's not you, mate, and you're not that old. And if you are, you're in pretty good nick. Dave Govan, down on his forehand. He's a good man, Bazza, a really good guy. Down on his forehand. Now, has he got a result? A touch. Oh, no, he's got to be 2 down now, I think. I think he is 2 down now, for sure. So Mick Cronin on the forehand. Bo Black.
And they're shaking hands already.
Marlon Blue suits Smithers. Matt Flapper. No, it's not Matt Flapper, and they are shaking hands. So it looks like it's, what was it, 3? Was that 3, boys? So 3 to the Hunters. Now, ladies and gentlemen, that completes our first game. So it was an 11-6 win to the Beresfield Magpies over the Hunters. Anthony Ellercamp and David Govan, 11-6 over Simon Mitchell and Mick Cronin. Now, our game next door, we actually have the Hunters in front 8-5 in the triples, I believe. That score's correct. Is it 8-5? It is. So 8-5 in the triples. Lee Blore. Lee Blore. Lee Blore has gone Mark Jacobson. It's not even half time at Lee Blore. Yes, you are the winner. It is Mark Jacobson. So just a few stats from Dougie. One of the, he's a massive Bombers supporter, is Mark Jacobson, if people didn't know. So born in 1968. I think he still plays at Port Melbourne. Won numerous gold medals for Australia. He's won gold at Commonwealth Games. He's won like 4 or 5. I think he's won 4 golds in Asia Pacifics over the years, and bronzes. 2000 World in Outdoor Bowls champion, bronze medal with Brett Dupre, gold medals in the Commonwealth Games with Brett Dupre. He's won a fair few things. So you are right, buddy. It is Mark Jacobson. So what I will do is I will come up with another one. But Lee Blore, when you're not playing bowls, you can come over and have a bit of a guest stint, if you like, with myself. Maybe in the final series. Obviously you're not playing tonight, because otherwise you wouldn't be texting me. But you are right. Question for Tony. I would love to know what your favourite highlight of your bowls career is. My favourite highlight. Okay, I'll tell you what my favourite highlight. It's nothing to do with my bowls career, but I was lucky enough to coach Team USA for a World Bowls campaign and an Asia Pacifics campaign. And 2 things in the 2006, I think it was, in Christchurch in Addington. 2 things I witnessed. The 2 ladies I had playing for Team USA found themselves 7 down with 1 end to play and come and approach me at the end of the green where I sat, and told her to play a shot, and we got an 8. And the 2 girls, Katie Stone was one of the ladies who played for Team USA, who was an Olympic skier back in the day. Anyway, that was a highlight as I was coaching. But my thanks, Lee. My other highlight in bowls was that same event, and it was the singles between Australia and New Zealand. And I seen Karen Murphy play Val Smith in a round robin match and beat Val Smith in a sectional play match 24-0. 48 hours later, the 2 of them met in the final, and I seen Val Smith turn the tables. Now, one of the greatest shows of sportsmanship I've ever seen is Karen Murphy. After that, I would love a coffee. Milk and 2 sugars, thank you. Much appreciated. Anyway, we'll turn.
Yeah, thank you though.
She lost the final to Val Smith after beating a 24-0 48 hours, and Karen Murphy went and climbed in the grandstand and sat with the Kiwi supporters and signed autographs and sat with them immediately after that game. No sour grapes, didn't carry on. And I've actually mentioned this to her before. I used to do a bit of commentating on Fox Sports with Karen and Steve Glasson and Kay Moran, and I actually wrote a letter to Bowls New South Wales. I think that's one of the greatest pieces of sportsmanship I've ever seen in any sport. Hats off to that lady who was made inducted in the Australian Sporting Hall of Fame last night. So congratulations to her. And one of the best pieces of sportsmanship I've ever seen. So thank you, Braden. Personal highlight was Look, I've got a couple. Coaching Brunei and in the World Juniors Under-25s Championship, and the ambassador to Australia, the Brunei ambassador in Australia, flew up from Canberra to watch our game when we had to play Australia under lights at Broadbeach, and I was coach to Brunei and we beat them, and that was another highlight. And I won't mention the name of the guy who was playing for Australia, but he wasn't happy, and he got up me after their game and said, well, can you coach them and you beat us? But he's a good fella, so, and a bloody good player. Anyway, so it looks like it was they're just updating the master board. So this is a really good idea. So they're updating the master boards now, so we've got an indication. Now we do know they split the rubbers, one each in that. Now they're just updating it. Brad's going to come down and let us know what happened. So what we'll do is we'll get the scoreboard changed for our next game. Hello, Reese.
Hi, mate. So we're a win each.
A win each.
Bero's +4.
So Beresfield is +4 over the Hunters. Thank you, Reese. Really appreciating coming and telling us that. So they're one rubber each, and Beresfield is +4. Is that your master board up in the corner, buddy? I'm saying it is. So that's one rubber each, and they're +4. Bero over the Hunters before they play the second game. So our next game is the Griffins up against the the Marlins. Griffins against Marlins. And it will be singles. And our singles game will be the one and only Jono Davis, who we've all watched a few times, lost his first game in the singles last week. And he will be up against Jake LAWTON from the East Maitland Griffins. So old Decky's just going to change that one to singles. He knows what he's doing, and 18 ends. So work experience kid Declan, who's now called Tech Decky or Techie Decky. There's the Hapster gave him that name. He's on the tools tonight. Vincey's watching. Hello, Vincey, and thanks, Lee, for giving it to Joel. He's over there watching. You're not going to give it to him tonight, Leo. So we'll get our second game underway very, very soon. And our second game, here's just a look at the teams, viewers, for our match between East Maitland and Nelson Bay in the singles. Jake LAWTON will play against Jono Davis. And in the fours, Daniel Hooker, I think it's Kobe, Rod Darcy and Hayden. We'll call him Boykovsky it is, I knew that. Up against Kane Cools. Smithers, Jake Graham. It is actually Smithers, is it? It is. Thank you so much. What is your name?
Joanne.
Joanne, the lovely Joanne, has brought me a coffee. Milk and 2 sugars, Joanne, is that right? Everyone around the world knows you've just brought me a coffee, milk and 2 sugars. Thank you, Joanne, from Beresfield. So, love a good coffee. It is Smithers. It is Smithers, isn't it? Yeah, it is. I didn't realise it was him. Anyway, so can we have another mystery bowler? I'll give you another one. While we're just here doing nothing. So let's have a look. We'll got to be singles, so it's tight and alive. That's it. That's the one. Well done, Decky. Yeah, so all the bowlers, there's no one on the green at the moment, everyone. They're just taking a bit of a spell. Everyone's having a bit of a break. Got a fair crowd up there watching here at Beresfield, home of the Magpies. Vince, yes, welcome aboard, Vincey. Love your bowls. I think I got a people you may know on the Facebook from you the other day. So I'll pick another bowler. I'll pick another one. We might pick, let's go someone from the halcyon days. The halcyon days. So we're going to go this guy. And I'll give you as a hint, viewers. I'll give you a hint. We've had a team change. So Jakey Lawton is out, and they've brought in the big guns, the Griffins. So Hayden Boykovsky, we need to change the name. Well, we don't actually need to change the name because that's here. So Jake Lawton has been substituted in the singles for Hayden Boykovsky, who's going to go up against the in-form Jono Davis. And it is Smithers playing for Nelson Bay. I see him in the background there. So Hayden Boykovsky, the East Maitland Griffins singles representative against Jono Davis. So here, we'll give you another one. Just before we get this game started, we'll give you a couple of hints. Born 1950, won his first Asia Pacific medal. He won 7 Asia Pacific medals, including 3 golds. Yeah, he won 3 golds. So he's won 7 Asia Pacific medals and 3 of them were gold. How's that? Missed out on a medal in the Commonwealth Games in 1990 in a bronze medal playoff. And he was playing with a fair whack of guys, but he missed out, got beat in the bronze medal playoff. So, how's that? Now we know that Beresfield has a +4, 1 rubber each. Our singles is just about to get underway. Hayden Boykovsky up against Jono Davis, both legitimate champions in this sport. Griffins v Marlins. Change those ends to 18 and then title alive.
Here we go, let's get down here.
That's the one. 18 ends. Oh, Tech Decky's all over it. Is that the sexy Joel Field? No, that's not him. And if he was born in 1950 and looking as good as he does now, I want whatever he's on. So here he comes. But no, it wasn't the sexy Joel Field. He wasn't the answer to the trivia question. So they get us underway. Are they having a roll-up or are they straight into it? No, they're straight into it. So that is Hayden. Let's zoom that one out so we can have a bit of a sticky beak. Thank you, mate. So he's gone a bit long. So we have had a change in the singles in the Griffins. Hayden's come out and playing singles against Jono Davis, who's only had 1 loss in our second game. Now, Joel, how did the rubbers go between East Maitland and Nelson Bay in the first round?
I didn't put the second last end up, but Gervo got a 1 on the last.
Gervo, so it's 2 rubbers. Did Nelson Bay win both those games? They must have. You got up, or East Maitland won both games, did they? So East Maitland, I believe, won the first 2 rubbers, and they have a +3 margin. So if that's the case, that's extremely close.
I think we've got another guest.
We've got another guest coming in for your little competition there, Tony.
Benny Freeman, Rexy Johnson. No, it's not Rexy Johnson. Good guess, so, mate. Anyway, back to the game. Looks like Jono's holding 2. Bodgy with his 3rd bowl. Looks like a bit better than the first 2. Sits in this and stays. Will score. Boom shakalaka. That'll be the shot. 1 to the Griffin.
Hello, Scott Thorogood.
Hello, Scott. Yes, Scotty's been on. He's been talking you up. Scotty's been on. That is one hell of a coffee. That's sensational. A Beresfield coffee. Now, Jono's switched over to his forehand. Just sailed past. Viewing numbers are great. Wednesday night here at the Nest, home of the Maggies. And Hayden Boykovsky has put himself in the furnace, in the fire, by taking on the singles mantle at the last minute. replaced himself with Jake Lawton, who's moved over to the fours. And it's up and down. I think Max has indicated it could be one to the Griffins. Jono on his forehand. Down he comes. Just playing a little bit of a dipsy doodle shot here. Even get a piece of it. And, oh, let's have a look. Don't know. Maxie's having a look. Our marker. There's a trivia question. How do you pronounce Maxie's surname? Diddlebacker. Diddlebacker. What was it, Maxie? Maxie.
Max.
1. So it was 1 to Jono Davis from the Marlins. He gets his campaign underway in round 6 of the Newcastle Hunter Super League here, live on YouTube Live Sports from Beresfield Bowling Club. And there's 1-0 after one end, 18-end singles game on the Club Project scoreboard. Jono Davis suffered his first loss last week to Warren Shipley. I'll give you viewers another question. Another hint. So we said that the gentleman, he's won 3 gold medals in Asia Pacifics. He's won 7 in total in Asia Pacifics. His last one was a silver in 1991 in Hong Kong. There we go. His last Asia Pacifics medal was 1991, a silver in Hong Kong in the fours. So Jono Davis finds himself 1 down, plays his backhand, the inside of the green. And no, it's not Rexy Johnson. I've had a couple that say it's Rexy Johnson. It's not Rexy Johnson. And I'm joined in commentary here by Tech Decky, who's back. We've had no issues tonight.
Back
Tech
with
Decky.
a new title. Let's make that clear.
The new title.
New title, yeah. Upgraded from work experience, kid.
Work experience. Rob Perella, Rambo. Hello, Rambo. Your family, but it isn't Rob Perella. William Doms, Peter Bellis, Peter Thornton, Steve Glasson, they're coming through thick and fast, and you are all wrong. Jono Davis, ladies and gentlemen, on his backhand, looks like he may be holding 1, not 100% sure, possibly could be 1 down, but after this, that is the shot. Great shot, Jono Davis. He is definitely holding 1 now on your Club Project scoreboard. Hayden Boykovsky. It's the boy in Coffs Harbour. That's how you remember the name. Boykovsky. Down he comes on his backhand. Probably just going to be a little bit narrow. But he does have 1 rock to roll yet, so it looks like it's 1 to Jono Davis. Down he comes. So Joel has informed us that he believes East Maitland won the pairs and the triples, mate. Is that right? Are you confident? Can we make you the runner and find out? They've got the masterboards up, which is really good setup. So we know Beresfield and Maitland City had 1 rubber each. So Joel Field's going to do a bit of spade work. Ian Schuback, no. Freddie Fairfield, was it great shot? No, it wasn't him. So good bowls here. Looks like Jono's holding possibly 2.
We've got a guy standing right in front of our camera.
That's Jono. We'll kick him out of the way in a minute. So what's he get the indication? So 2 to Jono Davis, so he jumps out to a 3-0 lead after 2 ends on your Club Project scoreboard. Did they win both rinks?
Yep.
So they won both rinks. So they have a 3-shot buffer on the masterboard. So they're plus 18 and Nelson Bay's plus 15 after the first games, right? So it was 2. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. How about that? The Griffins defeated Nelson Bay in both games of the pairs and triples. So they've got a margin of plus 3. Yep, thank you, Jolie. Where are you going? Are you going somewhere? Oh, you'll be back. Funny bugger, aren't you? Oh, I don't know, Freddie Fairfield. Watching from the Goldie, Paul Whiteman. Thanks, Paul. So, no, it's not Schuback, it's not Glasson, it's not Bellis, it's not Rob Perilla, it's not Rexy Johnson. It is an Australian. And we go back to the game. That's probably more important. So, Hayden Boykovsky holding 1. Better charge me phone up, Decky.
Oh, yeah? Got to pay attention to that, don't you?
So Hayden Boykovsky on his backhand finds himself 3-0 down, but holding shot. So Freddie Fairfield, if you did really want to know, I always wanted to be a comedian. That's no word of a lie.
Really?
Yep, that is correct. Okay, let's go back. And then to become a bowls commentator, among other things.
Just say,
So good shot there, so it could be 2.
You can have people asking for your material now.
Yeah, well, I've got some things written, my friend. Down we come. Jono Davis finds himself 2 down. Probably just going to... Oh, that's going to be close. Don't know. Maxie's going to have a bit of a look. He's having a bit, doing the old finger measure. 1 up. Wow. So it is 1 to Bodgie. 1 up. So Joel, you'll have to stand behind us because we've only got 2 headsets. But we'd love to hear your comments. So fire the question at me again, Happy. Well, Gav, I'm not happy. I'm Tony. And I hope you had a good time at May West Bowling Club, home of the Steelers yesterday.
Probably counts, Tony.
Hey?
That probably counts that last shot.
So does it count? So we've got Joel standing behind us. He's giving us a bit of a rundown on what's going on in the rinks. We really appreciate that. So Kelvin Kirkow, Barry MacArthur, no. So I'll tell you his first medal. He won his last one 1991 in Hong Kong, playing for Australia, and he won his first medal in 1985 playing singles for Australia, which was a silver medal. Lee Bloor, you see that comment? Now,
Good on you, Bloor.
Hayden Boykovsky on the mat.
1 down.
He's 1 down. He's playing a bit of a dipsy doodle. It's a sexy bender from the bodge. Down he comes. He's played a good shot. Now, he's going to be down on the spot. 2 down, possibly on the tee. Ian Schuback, Andrew Montgomery. Thanks for that, but no, it's not Ian Schuback. It's not Ian Schuback. There's one guy I thought would have jumped on this straight away, and what was it? It was 1, Maxi. 2. So Jono Davis goes out to a 5-0 lead after 3 on the Club Project scoreboard. Marlins v Griffins. Griffins took the first 2 rubbers. They'll be looking to make amends, the Marlins. Here in the battle of the bottom of the barrel, we'll call it. The battle of the bottom of the barrel. It's a mouthful. Battle of the bottom of the barrel. No, it's not Rexy Johnson. It's not Leif Selby. Keep guessing, people. Keep guessing. 5-0 Club Project scoreboard. Don't forget Coles Refrigeration and Air Conditioning are your local experts in air conditioning, refrigeration and commercial kitchen services who have been servicing Newcastle and the Hunter for over 80 years. Stay cool this summer. Give Coles Refrigeration and Air Conditioning a call, 4957 0221. No, it's not Kelvin Kirkow. So, good bowl here by Bodgie. And I've got Jake. Not Jake, I've got Joel Field standing right behind me. I just haven't got a headset to give him, but he can make some comments. You can probably hear him, and he can fill us in with some stuff what's going on, because he's standing over and got a better view than we do. So Jono Davis playing his backhand. Dennis Dalton. Well, no, not Dennis Dalton, not Cameron Curtis. Alan Law, good try. Not Peter Rubin. We are getting closer. And let me tell you one thing. You did mention a name there, Dennis Dalton, who played a lot of his bowls here at this club, and these 2 bowls are actually behind the green here in a little garden display there, both with DD on it. Look, a good shot here, Bodgie. Great shot. Great shot. So, no, it wasn't Dennis Dalton. He was going to be one of my actually... Jono Davis. Ooh. Great effort. Still finds himself 1 down. I got a comment. You didn't fix that camera angle. I know. I was too busy doing the new thing, talking about who's who. Bobby King. No, it wasn't Bobby King. I didn't go and fix that camera. I'm not going to go and play with it now because I'll stuff something up. Jono Davis played a little bit of a running shot with his last bowl, went through a hole. So I'm sorry about that little...
Tell you what.
And he's played this. What a bowl. That's awesome. That is awesome. He has turned that... Has he turned it into 2? It's just 1. So what do you think that I might... Ian Taylor? No, it's not Ian Taylor. What do you think that I might try and send Tech Decky over to straighten up that camera? Tech Decky, you reckon you can have a go at that?
I can certainly give it a shot.
So, ladies and gentlemen, the big fella Tech Decky's just going to go over and have a bit of a play with that camera. But first we're going to fix this one so everyone can see what's going on. So down he comes. That one. Yep. So one Ian just got to go up and down and have a look at what's going on the board here on your club projects scoreboard. It is 1 to the Griffins. So it's 5-1 after 4, 18-end match here, ladies and gentlemen. I think at Boydie it's both cameras we need to straighten. So we'll have a look. That one's pretty good. Yeah, that's really good. Well done, mate. So we might get Tech Decky to go and have a look at the other camera while we're at it. Sutcliffe. Alan Law, you have come up with Dennis Katernerich. All right, Alan Law, you are the winner. It is Dennis Katernerich. That is the Super Cat, the Western Australian legend. Unfortunately passed away, but what a legend of bowls that guy was. And that's a pretty good shot by Jono Davis. Great reply. Tech Decky, do you want to go and try and fix that camera? Yep. The other one up the end. So that is correct. Doing a good job, Tony. Thank you, Lee Blaw. As I told you, I love the sound of my own voice. And in all seriousness, though, I really do enjoy bringing you all this live action on YouTube Live Sports, particularly the bowls. Maxi wear hearing aids, yeah. So it is 1 to Jono Davis. And down he comes. Plenty of room to draw a second. Viewing numbers are jumping radically. Wow. Very impressed. Probably drops in for 2. Ben Rousell, no Joel Field on commentary. We'll fix that. Say hello, mate.
Hello, Benny. Good evening.
Yeah, Benny, he's standing right behind me. Well done, Lawman. I only have 2 headsets, so Tech Decky's using one and I'm using the other. What's that?
Is that good weight there, boy?
Nah, so... it's worse. Got to go the other way. Yep. So he's had good weight there. So I'm just trying to get this camera fixed up for you, boys and girls. He's had another one. Jono Davis. Great shooting. Probably holding 3. Keep going, Tick. Keep going, mate. Keep going. Little bit more. Little bit more. Keep going. You're going good, Tech Decky. A little bit more. While you're doing that, Bodgy's playing a bomb. Little bit more, mate. Little bit more. You were in the right direction. Jono Davis still holding 1. Still holding 1. Down he comes. Yep, you're going good. So it's 1. No, you've gone back the other way now. No, drop the other side. What you would? Yes, that's correct. Okay, so it was 1 to Jono. So yeah, that's not too bad, mate. Well done. So that'll get us out to a 6-1 lead on 4. 6-1 lead on 4 here on your Club Project scoreboard, viewers. You're thirsty? Sorry, Jolie. 6-1 lead on 5. As you can see, actually it wasn't 6-1, it was 1-2. It's 5-1. It should be 5-2. Give us a bum steer, guys. Give us a bum steer. So, underway. Camera's just a little bit. Got it back now. So, Jono Davis. Not too sure how he's looking here. Not too bad. Bit hard to tell. Their bowls are very, very similar. So I think it's up and down for shot. I'm just going to double check with Maxi because I believe he's got the score's wrong. But anyway, Bodgy, close. That's very, very close for shot. Very, very close. Yeah, you got that camera. That's so much better. So Jono Davis having a bit of a look. Peace. Oh, you don't have to be dead to be stiff. That was unlucky. So he finds himself 3 down. And Hayden Boykovsky has 1 to play. So it wasn't Barry Solder. The answer was Dennis Katurna-Rich. So Alan Law, when do you pick up the car? I'll get Boydie to put it in the post. Hear that, Boydie? You're going to put it in the post. So your Club Project Sports scoreboard, we'll double check the score in a minute. I think it's 5-2 on 5. So we'll get him to come and have a bit of a look. So Peter Lowbridge, not Barry Solder. So thanks anyway, everyone. So we have Lee Blaw and Alan Lawman. Sorry, Alan Law, who is the lawman? Queenslander. We have them as guest commentators when they're down next. Love to have you on board. So we'll check with Maxi. So Maxi, what is our correct score, mate? Max, what is our correct score? What's the correct score? What's the score? 6-4 to Jono Davis after 6 ends. That's better. Thank you, Maxi. I knew he made a mistake. We were all over it. We were right, Decky.
Should be right now.
Should be right. So we'll flick this over. So that was a 3. That's correct. Oh, that still want a bit of angle. You want to go and try and fix that?
Yeah, I'll go.
Yeah. Just adjust one of the pegs. You're the man. Thank you, Declan. So Tech Decky's going to try and fix that camera for you viewers. So he's having a fair go at it. Well done. So we've got 6-4 leads over the Griffins. He's having some fun too here at your Club Project scoreboard. Now, just quickly, we know that the Griffins won the first 2 rubbers and have a +3 margin, and the others were split in the Beresfield Maitland City Hunters game, but Beresfield have a +4 margin. So very tight affair. Very, very tight affair. So that's Declan just adjusting that camera. What we might do is get this one over a bit for you while he's doing that. No, a little bit more, mate. Great shot. Boykovsky. Nah, more, Declan. That's tearing his hair out. That side's got to go up. Yeah, good shot here. He's trying to fix it. He's having a go. No, he's not happy with that one. He's probably got a down on his backhand. He was worried about the camera. That's it. So down he comes.
Yeah, I know.
So it's that side's got to go up or that side's got to go down. Great shot. Yeah, because this side here, Declan, on this side, just try and lower it. Just wait for Bodgy to play his bowl too. So, as I said, Tech Decky's learning the ropes. He's going to try and fix the camera again. Give him a mobile phone and YouTube Live to adjust it. All your cameras are blurred. I don't know why they're all blurred. They're fine at this end, Sandra, so I can't do anything about that. They're all good here. Internet's fine. Connection's excellent. So all our cameras are here. They're fine here, what we've got. So, Hayden holding 1, maybe 2. Jono's playing his last bowl of the end, I think he is. Probably finds himself down, but has a lead on the Club Project scoreboard, 6-4. Let's have a bit of a sticky beak. And he has drawn the shot. That is a good bowl. So it looks like it's... How many is that, Maxie? 1 or 2? Just the 1. Just the 1 to the Marlins. So he jumps out to a 7-4 lead after 7. So here we go, back towards the clubhouse. Jono gets us underway. Don't worry about it, we're doing this one now. So, Hayden Mikowski. There's Jono Davis watching intently. Hayden's bowl's coming down on his forehand. Have a bit of a look. So Jono on his backhand. So you got the gifts of it, Deggy? You got the gifts of it? You know what you're going to move? You know what you've got to lift up and lift down? Yep, cool. So down Hayden Mikowski. There's a bit of a sticky beak. On the mat. It's a beautiful evening here, ladies and gentlemen, at Beresfield, home of the Magpies. Mate. Okay, so we'll get back, have a look at that camera. That's this one. We fixed this one all right. That's good. So it looks like it's 1 to Jono. I'll just quickly show you. That's what it is.
Oh, God.
So you're lifting the wrong side up, mate.
I did the right side.
No, I watched it. It went down. Anyway, never mind. We're back to this end. Not too bad. Every chance. Just going to duck under. Great effort. What's the score in the triples? Well, we'll let them know in the triples between East Maitland and Nelson Bay. It is 3 each after 3 ends. So Jono Davis down on his backhand. Getting closer, mate. Getting closer, Decky. Getting closer. Getting closer. We'll have a look at this one. Another one watching from snowy England. What's the score in the triples? We just told you. It was 3. It is... Let's have a look. Having a look at the head here. That's what they're confronted with. Looks like Bodgie's got a bowl to play, or has he? Having a look. He's taken 2 Jono bowls out. So what we might do, you're right, Decky, you keep playing with it. Otherwise, you can do the commentating and I'll go and fix it.
I got this.
There's your answer, viewers. God love him. So what was that, Maxie? 3. So 3 to Jono Davis here. He jumps out to a 10-4 lead on your Club Project scoreboard. And we're getting Decky to fix the camera. Oh, you're getting there, mate. You're getting there. Very good. Keep going, Decky. You're almost there. Almost. Viewers, trying to get that camera straight. And he's gone very close. Decky, very, very close. A little bit more. Little bit more, just a little bit more, a little bit. He's doing a great job, viewers. Sorry. And great shot by the Bodge. That's it. Well done. That'll get us out of trouble. Well done, buddy. Well done. Love the slope. We got rid of the slope. That's pretty good, mate. Well done, Decky. Yeah, that's funny. That is funny. All trial and error here on YouTube Live Sports. All trial and error. And he just has to be careful because, you know, we've got the bowlers. We don't want to get in their way. And that, my friend, is not bad. Not bad, Decky. Well done.
Better than what we had it as before.
Yeah, what? Not bad. So we've got 2 shots here to... Well, it's only 1 now, 1 to Jono Davis. Our score is 10-4. Now, Maxie, has he got that scoreboard right? He does. 10-4 on 8. And a pretty good shot there by Jono. So it's still 1 to Jono. Welcome back, Decky. Turn your volume up. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Tech Decky, someone from YouTube Live Sports is laughing their heads off. He needs to drop the right leg on the tripod. I was trying to get that message to him.
No. You say drop, I had to raise it to fix it.
It reverses whatever it looks like on here is reverse.
No, it didn't. Like, not on here. It's actually the same exact display.
Anyway, it's all good now. You've done a good job. And these guys are having a bit of a run.
Hate to see that one.
Oh, dear. That was funny. Everyone loved the slope. Everyone's saying love the slope. Yeah, it was a good slope.
See, the fans are loving it. We should have just kept it, Tony.
We should have just kept it. That's the whole idea. That's why everyone loves us at YouTube Live Sports. We don't take our bowls too seriously. All you have to do is tilt your head, fixed. Dunny, I like it, and that's a great shot.
See, maybe it's on the viewers, not on us.
They loving it.
I'm going to throw everyone
That was
in
1,
here
Maxie.
under the bus.
1 to
one
East
go up?
Maitland. I don't think Maxie doesn't know what rink he's on. He's on every rink over there.
You're on it.
That was good stuff, Decky. Well done. That's Decky.
One moment, Tony.
He was.
Where's that? That's not coming up.
Did we save it?
I just did.
11-4 to the Marlins halfway through, and this is a crucial for the Marlins because they are only 3 shots behind on the master board. Not drop the first 2 rubbers. It's 3-all in the 4s, and Jono Davis has got them out to a pretty good lead in the singles here on your Club Project scoreboard with a bit of banter, a bit of fun, a bit of Thomas foolery. Look how many people are watching at the moment, mate. That is That's because of your camera work, Decky. I reckon that's got a lot to do with it.
It's not just me, all right?
Well,
You're already doing a good job yourself.
yeah, I reckon it's because Decky's wearing his YouTube Live Sports hat too, so...
Just give me all the knowledge I need.
Look, you're even getting comments. Well done, Decky. They're loving you, mate.
Thank you, Rosemary.
Awesome, man. That's
Getting a
great
high
work.
five from the boss as well.
High five. So Hayden Bukowski on the forehand. That was great television on the forehand. We'll get back to the serious stuff now. So it is 1 to the Griffins at the moment. 11-4 down, halfway through this game of singles, 18-end match. And Hayden Bukowski's starting to find a little bit of range now. Probably holding 2. And thanks, I can't remember the lady's name, but she made me one hell of a coffee, and it's pretty good. Massive viewing numbers. That is awesome. For a Wednesday night, Jono Davis just going to slip past. And we know that our two guest speakers, our two guest commentators will be Ian Law, the lawman. I don't know if it was Ian or Alan. I think it was Alan Law. Whole family of them. It was Alan Law, yep. And then Lee Law, when he's not having a game. So, who's holding the shot here? I reckon it possibly... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Jono Davis on his forehand has a 7-shot buffer at the moment. Finn Nolan. Okay, thank you, Finn Nolan. Do you know Finn Nolan?
I do not.
You do not? I thought you said you knew him. I thought when you... I do. I thought we had a new fan.
No. Not a name that immediately stands out anyways.
Love your work, Decky. David Newell.
Thank you.
You know David?
No.
No. Decky, he's got some fans. Got some fans. Fair income. Anyway, back to the game. Hayden Boykovsky, the boy and the Coffs Harbour, that's how you pronounce the surname. Hayden Boykovsky on his forehand finds himself 7 behind, halfway point of the game. Halfway mark is the word I'm looking for. Down on his forehand, probably holding shot. Gets inside that back one, he'd definitely be shot. Measure for the second. That is the shot. Good bowl. Jono has one to play. That's the dangerous thing. Anything that's in this young man's hands, bowls-wise, of course, can be dangerous. Hi from Raff Mines. Patrick Staples. G'day, Patrick. Thanks for coming on board YouTube Live Sports. And Jono Davis, ladies and gentlemen, has whatever you can do, I can do better. And I'll kiss the baby on the way. 1 to me, 1 to the Griffin, the Marlins.
Yep, we're seeing the one go up.
12-4 after 10.
Let's do that.
Here on the Club Project scoreboards, YouTube Live Sports bringing you round 6 of the Newcastle and Hunter Super League, live from, they want to call it the Nest, Beresfield Bowling Club, home of the Magpies. Look at that view, Decky, with that really good camera angle that you've got going now.
Thank you, thank you. Still on a little bit of a slope, but significantly better than we had.
Yeah, well, if you move it across a bit, you might be able to straighten it up.
But the viewers are saying they do like it.
Fair enough, okay, I can't argue with that. Great start, Jono Davis. Great start, 12-4, ladies and gentlemen. Hayden Boykovsky, forehand. Forehand. Playing fair. You get over 1,000 views on a Wednesday, I'm very impressed. Not a bad starter by Hayden. Jono's holding one. Need to pick up this rubber. Michael Smith in the background, Smithers. Playing for Nelson Bay, must be his new club. Was it Taralba last year? So Jono holding one. Formerly of Raymond Terrace as well. Queensland, formerly of Curry as well. Probably holding 2 now. Jono Davis, Hayden Boykovsky, down on his forehand. Looks like it's the favourable hand for most of the players tonight on the forehand. Beautiful night here at home of the Magpies, the Nest. The lights are on now. Good shot. Just going to miss. Great effort. Jono switching over on his backhand. Tries to cover those back 2 bowls that belong to Hayden. If he sits on his own, just slips past it, he's going to count. That is great bowls. Top lawn bowling by JD Jono Davis of the Marlins. Holds 3. Hayden Boykovsky played a good one with his last. Just slipped past, unfortunately. Down on his forehand. Give this every chance. Give this every chance. Some pretty good camera work for Decky there, just quietly, but I think he's still 2 down. G'day, lads. Looking forward to this one. Hello there, Wazza. How are you, buddy? Yes, you'd know both of these individuals pretty well, I'm sure. Both ex-teammates. Well, I don't know if Jono was a teammate, but you would have played against him a fair few times back in the day. And good shot by Jono Davis just to cover those back bowls of Hayden Boykovsky, who's winding up. He's going to play a bit of a rapid, sexy bender and nothing but net. Well, no net. So finds himself 2 down. I think it's 2 to the Marlins. We'll wait for our old mate Maxie to come past and give us the indication. 2 to the Marlins. That is correct. So Jono Davis gets his lead out further. 2 to the Marlins. So it'll now be 14-4. You know, 14-4. After, I think, 11 ends now, Decky, we got, or 10?
Certainly is.
11. On your club project scoreboard, don't forget General Metal Roofing, looking for a new colour-on roof. Need a whirly bird to help keep the house cool. We'll need more than a whirly bird to keep my bloody house cool. Anyway, call Anthony 0434 527 169. And Jono's got us off to a pretty good start, probably 2 foot short. Hayden Boykovsky, the Griffins bowls coordinator. There's Jono. And if you can notice this, Decky, the lights are on.
That they are.
And the flickering's happening because of the greens. Like we have every time we play under lights on a synthetic surface. Sorry, look at that. It's flickering now. Yep. So that's great bowling by Jono. Yes, he is an old teammate of yours. Dubbo Railway days, was it? And Hayden will stay on his backhand. Finds himself just the one down. Jono Davis won an Australian singles championship, I believe, when he was 16. I mean, not kids, open.
Crazy
and has represented his country, represented his state, has won numerous things, and a great bowler, Jono Davis, a great bowler, just a natural. And that, there's no doubt. Hayden Boykovsky, winner of 2 of the Inland Petroleum fours, Dubbo fours. Great shot, Maxie, get out of the way of the camera, thank you. And is holding one. Jono Davis. And down on his forehand. Finds himself 1 down. Down he comes. Close to shot. Not quite sure. Don't know. Max is going to give us an indication. He's having a look. No, he favours Hayden's bowl. So at the moment, it's 1 to the Griffins. Nice camera work from Decky.
Thank you.
On the backhand. Looking forward to our guest stints from Alan Law and Lee Blaw in the Skybox on YouTube Live Sports. And look at this. That is a great shot. Great shot, Hayden. That's 2. Definitely needed it on the 12th end. 14-6. Keep it close. They won the first 2 rubbers. It's a tight affair.
Yep, we're seeing the 2 go up.
So it's 2 to the Griffins. 14-6 on your club project scoreboard. EJE Architecture award-winning design specialist with a proven 45-year track record across all sectors. I love that word, sectors. Bring your vision to life with specialist expertise. EJE Architecture, one of the major sponsors of the Newcastle Hunter Super League. So we get our end underway with Hayden Boykovsky on his forehand. Playing away from the clubhouse. Looking good on the new straightened up camera. And not a bad start. Probably finds himself 2 foot short. Pretty good start. Fantastic viewing numbers. Over 1,000 on a Wednesday night. How good is that, viewers? That is sensational. We've got to be happy with that. So Jono Davis.
Here he comes, he's back.
He's just ducked in for a quick break. And we'll leave it at that. Quick break. On his forehand. Down he comes. And not a bad shot. Just going to slip past. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, we have the completion of round 6 tomorrow, which will be played at Curry. Or Curry, whatever you want to call it. Never call Curry. And you'll have the Raymond Terrace Jets up against their arch rival, the nemesis, the greatest rival, the Soldiers Point Dolphins. And you'll have the Curry Cannons up against the Tigers. But at the moment, we're watching the battle at the bottom of the barrel between Nelson Bay and East Maitland, the Marlins and the Griffins. And I know it's the bottom 2 teams, but there's not much difference between first and last in the Newcastle and Hunter Super League. So at the moment it looks like Hayden's holding 1, maybe 2, drawing for another, won the last 10, got the game back to 14-6. And Jono's having a bit of a run at this. And he's probably only going to be 1 down. Don't know. Is he 1 down or has he got shot? It's close. Can't quite tell. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, just repeating like the table after round 5 at the completion of last week's games. Soldiers Point are on top, 36 points. Raymond Terrace 34. Both play each other tomorrow. In third place, Maitland City 33 and Charlestown 32. Well, Maitland City lost the first 2 rubbers here tonight. Won the... I'm trying to remember what they did. 1 rubber each, but -3 deficit. So Jono Davis back to the game. We'll go through those stats in a minute. And then Charlestown, who play tomorrow night against Curry. And then Beresfield 30, who won one of the rubbers already. Oh, Jono's just missed it. Won one of the rubbers already last night. Curry play tomorrow, Charlestown. East Maitland, that won. So that was 1 to Hayden. So it gets us out to 14-7. So East Maitland, who won both rubbers, will take them to 28 as on a live scoreboard, depending what happens in this game. And Nelson Bay, who lost both rubbers. But Jono has a lead in this one, so it could claw back 2 points. So there's not much difference between 4th, 32 points, and last, 23, with 9 points. You can pick up a 12 and a 9. But next week will be our last round, viewers. Round 7 of the Newcastle Hunter Super League. Then they'll go into semi-finals. I'm pretty sure next week's the last round. I could be wrong. Anyway, Hayden gets us off to a start. It should be... I'm not too sure Maxie's got that score right again. 14-7, yeah, that should be right. Yep. So Hayden starting to find a bit of rhythm. 5 ends to go in this match. Played that side of the green pretty well. If he sits this, still going to find himself 1 down, but not a bad bowl. We'll have a bit of a look. So tomorrow's the completion, as we said, of round 6. Then you've got round 7 next week. Games at Charlestown and Raymond Terrace, and then we're into the final series. So, great shot. That is one hell of a bowl by Jono Davis. Certainly been a standout player. One of the standout players in the Newcastle Hunter Super League. Nelson Bay not probably going as good as what they would have anticipated. Good shot here. Great bowl. But he's certainly been one of the standouts. I think he's only lost 1 game in the single, down at his forehand. Great delivery, composed, very solid player. Over 1,000 views, ladies and gentlemen. Very happy with that. Some great camaraderie between myself and the tech decky here. Fixing those cameras was worth the price of admission. Good shot, Jono Davis, probably holding 2. Hayden Boykovsky stays on his backhand. A little bit of breeze got up now. Not much, but just a little bit. Staying on his backhand. Just wants to get the inside of the Jono Davis bowl. I think he's just going to sail past. which he has. So it could, yeah, might be 2. Might be 2. And if we just try and give you an update, it's 5-4 to Nelson Bay in the 4s. So this could be very, very close. And look at that. Jono Davis, I think he's made 2. Or has he?
They're having a look.
They're having a look. Was 1, 2. They're looking for the 3rd, are they?
Maybe.
They're going to measure it. So I think he's taken out 2 of the bowls from the Marlins. Hayden Boykovsky's Boykovsky. They're measuring. So let's have a look what Maxie's going to give us an indication.
We're seeing a 3.
It's triple horns. It's 3. So it's 3 to JD of the Marlins. Jono Davis grabs a 3 to jump out to a 17-7 lead after 14 ends here in your featured live match at Beresfield Bowling Club. Singles, Jono Davis of the Marlins versus Hayden Boykovsky of the East Maitland Griffins. And we know that East Maitland won both the first 2 rubbers and have a +3 margin. But at the moment, Nelson Bay have a 1-shot lead in the 4s, and Jono Davis has a 10-shot lead. So 7. If they stay the way it is, Nelson Bay could actually grab the match. So good start by Jono. And a lot of it is due to, it's on the back of this guy because he can certainly roll rocks. Yeah, I keep stuffing that up, was I? I'm sorry, mate. Sorry. Not tomorrow, Friday. You are right. I just can't get used to streaming on a Wednesday, but it's Friday night at Charlestown, at Curry. Friday night at Curry. Not tomorrow, viewers. Friday night. Tomorrow you can all have the night off and watch some other bowl stream presented by someone else north of the border or south of the border that doesn't have the quality that we have at YouTube Live Sports. But anyway.
I was about to say, those other ones sound rather boring the way you put them.
Have the night off. What's good on a Thursday night? There'd be something on 7, mate. Anyway, let's have a bit of a look. Looks like Jono Davis is holding shot. Hayden Boykovsky, at the moment, crucial, won the first 2 rubbers, a small margin after the first 2 games. As it stands, if we went to a live scoreboard, Nelson Bay would win the tie. Jono Davis is the one hell of the reason behind that, playing fantastic bowls. And yes, yeah, I got no idea, was I? No idea, mate. Yeah, I'm getting the private messages from the boss man and not happy. The Newcastle Bowls boss man. Yes, it is correct that Jono Davis has lost 1 game of singles and he was beaten by the one and only Warren Shilby on his home deck and was on the last end. So, and it was a great night out at Soldiers Point last Friday night. So to all the people out there who give us a hand, especially when the internet crashed in the first 20 minutes, but after that it was a fantastic night. Great crowd, fantastic bowls.
Oh, the energy, that was just...
The energy was incredible. It was great. So, yeah, well done to you, Wazza. You do roll a mean rock this quietly. Do a pretty good job too. So, Hayden Boykovsky, forehand. Let's have a look at this one. He looks like he's probably... Might just be 1 down. Maybe 1 down. Maybe. Oh, dear. I think it's only the 1. Just the 1 to Jono Davis of the Marlins. Takes us out to 18-7 after 14. I believe.
I believe you are right.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Maxie's got the scores wrong. I think Maxie's got the scores wrong because Hayden had the last bowl. He's got 16-8, but I'll have to have a look at that.
I know, we just work with the information we've been given.
Yep, he's putting his fingers up and we're typing them in as he's doing it. So, yep, we'll go and get a we'll get a bit of a look at it in a minute. We'll adjust it if we have to, but regardless of whatever it is, that the Marlins have a commanding lead. Yeah, I'm just not too sure he's changed the scoreboard over for a while. Anyway, we shall suss that out because it wouldn't make a difference to as it stands. We know the fours game is 5. I think it's 5. Can't really see that. It's a bit hard with those lights. 5 all. 5-6. Anyway, back to this match. Both bowlers using very similar bowls. So Jono's holding 2. And it's a beautiful evening here at Beresfield Bowling Club on a Wednesday night, and the completion of round 6 will be on Friday night at Curry Curry.
Right, watch out.
Friday night at Curry Curry, yes, thank you. And Hayden Boykovsky has got the shot and kissed the baby, I believe. Yes, Maxi's reaching for the chalk. Jono's playing down on his forehand. We can play a little bit of a... Oh no, he's just gone under it. Weight wasn't too bad, so it's still 1-2 Bodgy, we'll call him. Bowls coordinator, or bowls manager, the East Maitland Griffins. They used to just be bowl secretaries. Now they've got 1,000 different types of titles. So down he comes. Just going to sail past the John O'Davis bowls, but he's still holding 1. Appreciate all the viewers, over 1,100 at the moment, which is really good for a Wednesday night, considering our next game is on a Friday night.
Twice in a row he's getting there.
That's the Dexter. Okay. Will he drop inside? Not quite. So it's still 1 to Hayden Boykovsky. Very good crowd here at Beresfield tonight on a Wednesday. It's really good. There's a lot of people up in the balcony there. There is a lot of people up there.
Yeah, there's a good few.
Yeah.
Haven't really noticed until now.
It's excellent. So down we come. Hayden Boykovsky gets inside that bowl. Trying to make 2. Not going to happen. But scores 1. So we will get Max.
Seeing the 1.
We will get Max over here, just to clarify the scoreboard, because the game is extremely tight. I just want to double check that score, because I need to double check your card, just because the game is extremely tight.
18-8 on 16.
Thank you very much. We are right. 18-8 on 16. Well played, Maxi. Our marker, our umpire. 18-8 to the Marlins. 2 ends to go, and we are very, very tight in the scheme of the 4 points overall, because if we look at the masterboard viewers in this game, let's have a bit of a quick look. It was 2 rubbers to 0 to East Maitland with a +3. Now at the moment it is 6-5 to, or 6 all. What have you done, Maxie?
Have you bumped there?
Yeah, well, actually,
17-9 on 16.
what is it?
17-9.
17-9 on 16. Now, we did think that because we've seen the scoreboard, so we will change that for you viewers. 17-9. He's put it on the wrong side. And Declan and I did pick it.
There we go.
There we go. So it's 17-9. That's right. 16.
It's a little closer than we thought it was. But
it is. But
still,
the deficit is still in favour of the Marlins to grab the tie. So as we know how it works, viewers, you get 2 points for each match as a victory, and there's 4 games. If you win overall, like a masterboard in pennants, you will get the bonus 4 points. So East Maitland won the first 2 rubbers with them +3 margin. Nelson Bay are in front in the 4s and in front in the singles by more than a 3 margin. So they could take the tie 8-4. So it's crucial what's going on in the moment. So your Coles Refrigeration Air Conditioning Masterboard has a very close match. Now, our other game between Beresfield and Maitland City, they split the ties 1 each, and Beresfield had a +4, but we can't see what the scores are over there because they're that far away. But in our game here, which is very, very close, it looks like it's 1 shot to Boykovsky, but maybe this is going to change that, and it has. Great shot by Jono. That is definitely 1, maybe 2. Maybe 2. Great viewing numbers for a Wednesday night on YouTube Live Sports. The best bowls coverage on the planet. You better be live in it. YouTube Live Sports. Newcastle Hunter Super League. It's all happening. And John Davis is putting on a grand performance for you viewers. One great singles player too, just quietly. One great singles player. Only a young man, but can toss those rocks pretty well. He's just punched his own, but I don't think it's going to make make a difference rather. Still only 10 past 8. One. So 1 to the Marlins. So they jump out now to an 18-9 lead after 17. This will be the last end of the match, viewers, the last end of the game. And then what we do is we'll try and switch our camera over to watch the final end or two in the fours game next door. But I think they're on their last end too. And that will determine who will win the rubber. But in the meantime, John Davis will get us underway on the last end of the singles match and played very, very well. Played very, very, very well. Thanks to everyone for taking part in our little Guess Who I Am. In our little segment we had at half time. We obviously kept you busy because the viewer numbers were pretty good and heaps of people having a bit of a punt. And our guest commentators, when they get the opportunity, will be Alan Law and Lee Blaw. Love to have them on board. Anyone who knows about bowls and bowls in Queensland, the Law family. Been around a fair while. Scrapped a few titles together as well, just quietly. They know their stuff. I can't remember. One of them had the Rugby League Museum. I think, was that you, Alan? Was it Rugby League Museum? Anyway, Aidan Mikowski having a bit of a dipsy doodle on his backhand, playing a little bit of a weighted shot. He's not a mile away. Bowl clean. He gets both. Now there's one bowl on the green, and I can't tell, I don't know who it belongs. I think it's Aidan's. But Jono's got a mile of room. Mile of room. Down he comes. Forehand. He's probably going to run past, is he? Yeah, so that'll be the shot. Last bowl, John Davis' shot. Hayden Boykovsky swaps hands on the forehand. Plenty of room to draw. 18-9 to the Griffins, to the Marlins. And he's drawn the shot, that's one. Needs to keep it, probably needs to win both these last two ends to keep it tight, because it's extremely tight who's going to get the 4 points. Both games have been really close tonight. So, John Davis forehand, he's going to get the shot back. There's no doubt about that. Happy days. I'll just draw one right in front. You try and pick the eyes out of that son. He's one down. Now, he's going to play. That's more of a synthetic sexy bender. And he's not going to bend back. He doesn't want his own. Oh, ouch. Now that is possibly two. I think it is. Going to be 2 to the Marlins. And that will just about sums up Hayden's night. Remember that he was in the original singles player. Jake LAWTON was the singles player, and they made that change just before the game started.
Was he in the 2?
So it was a 2. So that took him to 20-9. 20-9, Max. Have we got that correct score? 20-9. So it's an 11-shot margin to 11-shot margin to the Marlins. An 11-shot margin. Lawn Bowls Museum, Mudgery, that's the one. Thank you, Wazza. I knew he had. I thought it was a rugby league museum. I thought he had a football museum. Sure he did. Anyway, thank you, Wazza. So, and the Griffins didn't cope with that slope as well as the Marlins. They probably didn't. So we have an 11-shot margin to the Marlins. Now we're just going to switch over to our fours, and I can't see what the score is. You give me 2 seconds, I'll try and find out what the exact score is. Okay, so just to get you an update, it's 8-5 to East Maitland after 7 ends, so that would make... It'd still be... yeah, don't know. So Jono's won by 11. They were 3 in front, so they're going to get 6 to 2. It could be 6 all, and they could win on 1 rink. No, the rinks would have to come first, so... Yep. It'd be... I think East Maitland's probably going to win the tie. By looks of it, could be 10 to 2. As it sits, the Griffins didn't cope with that slope as well as the Marlins. Now, I'm not 100% sure, but we went and fixed that camera in the middle of the game because we had to fix it for the viewers, but I don't know if Bodgie's too happy about that. I'm not too sure. He wasn't really happy with the green by the looks of things. But he did make that change at the end of the game to play singles, looking for those crucial points. Now I think East Maitland's going to get away with that with that victory. They'll probably get a 10-2 as it sits, because they've got their nose in front in the fours. Now Jake Lawton is skipping that game, so they've got their nose in front. What's wrong, Maxie? No, we've got the camera on the fours. We're watching it now, so we're bringing the fours live to our viewers, and we know the score is I think it's 8-5 to East Maitland, which will give them 3 rubbers to 1. But Richard Govan, the man on the mat, ladies and gentlemen, from Nelson Bay, multiple world champion, Kiwi international.
No one as yet has achieved the bonus point.
What's that? Sorry.
No one has achieved the bonus point as yet.
Well, they're going to win 3 rubbers to 1, East Maitland, but probably not going to have a... I don't know who how's it work with the margin, because at the moment the margin would belong to Nelson Bay. Yeah, but so East Maitland had a 3-shot margin after the first 2 rubbers. They won both games. Nelson Bay, Jono's won by 11.
Yep.
So they're plus 8, and East Maitland's winning this one by 3. So Nelson Bay's won 1 game and still plus 5. So I'm not too sure how that works. If that's the case, if it's 3 rubbers to 1, the bonus points would go to Nelson Bay, even though they've only won 1 game. Maxie's just showed me your text messages. What's that? Don't worry, we had to get up here a few times. Oh, God love him. Well done, Maxie. Good job. So back to the game here. We're watching this fours. I think there might be only be 1 end after this, but at the moment East Maitland hold a lead. So if someone can help me out with this one, it looks like, as it stands, if we went live, East Maitland's going to win. Margin, okay, Woz has answered the question. Here you go. Margin only comes in if it's 2 rinks, and I did think so. So East Maitland will win the tie if they win this game of fours. Thank you, Wozza. I did think that was the case. So the margin only comes into if the rinks are split. But the bonus points will go if you've got 2 rinks each, based on the margin. Highest margin wins with the bonus point. If you've got 3 rinks to 1, well, you're going to get the bonus point anyway. Come on, Griffins. Lisa Boykovsky. Oh. Great try. So we'll see what happens here. They're going to update the board. Whose mat is it? Kane Cools looks like he's going to grab the mat. I think Richard Govan's going to update the board for us now. So it's 8-5, what the last time we've seen it. So we're going to have a look. So they've gone to 8 ends. 8-6. 8-6. This is very, very tight. So we'll just run the scenario by you. If East Maitland win, they will win the match 10 points to 2. If Nelson Bay win, they will win the match 8 points to 4. They will get the bonus point because it's 2 rubbers each. They won the singles, lost both rubbers in the early results, won the singles, and the margin is higher. So it's interesting to see what's going to happen here. Very, very interesting. Thank you, Woz, for clearing that up. And yes, Warren Chipley is the one that beat Jono. And we still got a fair few viewers there. We're at nearly 1,300 on a Wednesday night. Wednesday night here.
Lovely stuff.
Yeah, it's getting a bit cool in your round 6 match of the Newcastle Hunter Super League. And what an event it's been. We've covered most games. I think there's only one that we haven't covered. Probably covered more than we thought we were going to cover, but we were more than happy to do them because it's just a great concept. There's the five-a-side concept. There have been some cracking games, really close scores. It's been really, really well received. It's a great event. Players seem to love it. It's an abbreviated version of the game. It's quick. It's nasty, but it gets results. So we've got a great game on here. 8-6, 2 ends to go on the 4s. Nelson Bay, East Maitland, a lot riding on this. East Maitland win gives them the tie 10-2. Nelson Bay win gives them the tie 8-4. That's where we're at, viewers. That's where we're at. On your club project scoreboard, we know that the Marlins won their last game. In the singles, Jono Davis defeated Hayden Boykovsky 20-9. So down they come. Smithers. Down he comes. Drops a bit short. Kobe. I believe his name's Kobe. He's going to slip past. Young and up-and-comer from East Maitland, home of the Griffins. So, Decky, we didn't think of a name for the Griffins. What can we call their home?
Oh, I've completely forgot.
Come on, you can come up with
talking
something.
about that.
You can come up with something. How are we looking here? Can we get a better look at that angle? That's it. Very good.
Home for the Griffins. What are we calling it?
Kobe again. Just playing a little bit of...
Do we have any suggestions from our viewers?
Yeah, suggestions for you. We had one called it Hogwarts. Was that what it was? Hogwarts?
Yeah.
So what do we...
Gryffindor.
What is a Griffin? I'll have to Google that. And what can we call their home ground? What is a Griffin and what can we call their home ground, viewers? Back to the game. We have a very close affair. 8-6 in front of the East Maitland here. Over the Dolphins. Okay, a griffin is a legendary creature with a body, tail and back legs of a lion and the head and wings of an eagle.
There you go.
Okay, so...
We've got lion to work with, we've got eagle to work with.
Do griffins still exist? Is that a serious question? What? Do griffins still... Only in statues. They're mythical creatures, my friend.
For some people, that might be enough to consider them existing. You never know, you might find the right crowd.
We do. Anyway, back to the game. What does a griffin do? Maybe that can give me some half eagle, half lion, the legends and folklore. The beast guards the gold of the kings as well as the priceless possessions. So if he's garden gold of the kings, Maybe the Griffins could be the Palace.
Griffin's Palace, the Throne.
The Throne? The Throne. Okay, we'll have to find out, where do Griffins live? How about we try that one?
I don't think it's where they live. I think it's about what part of the world do they come from, actually.
I don't. It just says medieval times.
That doesn't help anyone, does it?
Where do they come from? Here we go. Egypt.
Egypt.
Yep. Well, are Griffins Greek or Egyptian? The Griffin is a Greek, doesn't say. It's Greek mythology for guarding treasure.
Greek. Yeah, okay.
We could call it the pot of gold. Anyway, down we come. East
Gold's not
Maitland
bad.
playing. Oh, hello. Well,
Familiar face in chat is giving us an answer.
there's a few people, part lion,
Den?
part eagle.
The Den's not bad.
The Den, Jackie Aldred, the Den.
Den's not bad.
The Den. Well, the lion's den. Yeah, I like that. It can't be called the Nest, okay, even though it's got half bird in it. I'm trying to figure a name out for the Griffins. The Den. Live in the nests of the mountains. Well, we can't call it the mountainous nest den or something. No, we can't call it that. The Den. We don't have a Lions in the Super League, so Richard Govan on the mat, ladies and gentlemen. Down 8-6. And let's wait and see. There's one end to go after this. It's a crucial match. The whole tie could be decided on this.
Treasure Trove, another one coming in.
The Treasure Trove, yeah. The Treasure Trove. The Pot of Gold. I like the Pot of Gold.
Pot of Gold's not bad.
The Pot of Gold.
But Pot of Gold, isn't that typically with leprechauns, not griffins?
Well, I don't know. They're defending someone's gold, so the Pot of Gold. The Melting Pot. Now, let's have a look at this. Jake Lawton is coming down. Hasn't played this too badly. Ooh. So that's a good shot. They're clapping. So let's see what Richard Govan's going to do. He's on his last bowl of the end. A deficit of 2. Chance to, if they win the end, it's going to make the last end magical. And he's playing weight, so he's obviously down. Richard Govan having a look. Down he comes. Oh, he's got the jack in the pit. That's a great shot. Great shot. Now, it's going to be 1 at minimum. Jack's a fair way away. Jake Lawton's got a bowl in his hand, but ladies and gentlemen, we could be 8-7 or 8-all even, or even a lead to the Marlins going into the last end. So Jake Lawton, down with his last bowl, having a bit of a look. It looks a bit quick, but then again, I could be wrong. He's going to draw the shot, is he? Yes, he is. That is a great bowl. Jake Lawton from the Griffins. Great shot. The Mystics. That's it. I like the Gallows. It's all coming in. The Cave. The Mystics.
The Gallows is pretty good.
How do we say that,
one.
YouTube Live Sports? Do we say home of the Mystics or played at the Mystics? The Gallows. Yeah. Anyway, that's 1. So that makes it 9-6, a lead to the Griffins. So at the moment, on live scoreboard, it would be 3-1. The Lair, Rosemary Robertson, the Lair. Yep, that's pretty good. Come on, viewers, jump on before the game. You've got 1 end to do it. We've still got massive viewing numbers here watching the final of this fours game to determine who wins the rubber. So what we want to do is find out what you think should be the name of the home ground of the Griffins. So we'll just run through them. Obviously, Raymond Terrace Jets is the hangar. Beresfield Magpies have claimed the Nest. Nelson Bay and Soldiers Point.
So we've had the Cove.
The Cove, we think, is the Dolphin Cove. Mm-hmm. And the Marlins, we're not 100% sure what we can do with the Marlins, but we'll think of something like that. That'll be Nelson Bay. Charlestown's Tigers will be the Den. I would say the Den would be for the Tigers. The Cannons. Boy, did he come up with the name of that earlier? I can't remember what it was. Yeah.
The Bomb Shelter.
The Bomb Shelter, that's right. The Bomb Shelter, that's it. And I think that's just about all of them, isn't it?
I think that's all the ones I'm aware of anyways.
Curry, Raymond Terrace. Who's playing tomorrow night? Curry, Raymond Terrace, Soldiers Point and Charlestown, yeah. Anyway, back to the game. They need a 4 to win the rubber. The Marlins. The Lair. I like the Lair.
Lair's good.
Yeah, the Lair. Rodney Unicorn the Cave. That bloody mug from Youtubelivesports. That
He's come in with another one.
That serial pest. The serial pest on the chat. You keep it up, mate, with those stupid names. We're going to have to block you, all right? Anyway, the Lair. Yeah, I don't mind the Lair. Nelson Bay, the way. Jackie Aldred, I'll pay that. That's a good one. Jackie Aldred reckons we've got a good name for the Marlins. It should be called the Way Station. Yep, I like it. The Way Station, that's good. That's very, very good. Anyway, it's all been a great night tonight. Massive viewing numbers, ladies and gentlemen. We hope you enjoyed our broadcast. We hope you enjoyed the bowls that we've brought to you. 2 cracking games. Our pairs game between the Maitland City Hunters and the Beresfield Magpies was a fantastic game. Well played, David Govan and Anthony ELLERCAMP. They went 1 rubber each, Nelson Bay. And our second game, our feature singles game. Oh, we dropped the camera. Our feature singles game was Johnny Davis from the Marlins playing Hayden Boykovsky of the Griffins, and it was a win to Jono 20-9. So that's what made this fours game so crucial. If Nelson Bay had got over the line, Windy Hill, the Roost. Yeah, well, it's all coming now. Windy Hill. Yeah. But it looks like East Maitland will probably get out of trouble. And first time, and that's a great bowl. First game I've seen Smithers playing, Michael Smith playing for Nelson Bay. Wasn't even aware that he'd moved up there. Never mind. Declan's on it. Camera work. Click that camera back on. Very good. Well done, buddy. There you go.
We're back on.
Declan's all over this. Hapster, you'd be very impressed. Thanks, boys. See you Friday. Thank you, Rosemary. You won't see me Friday, and you probably won't see Techie Decky on Friday. We'll be having Friday off, but we'll be brought to you. Hapster will be there for sure. I'm sure we'll probably have a few guests in tow. But we'll be having Friday night off, but we'll be back next week with 2 cracking games. We have 1 from Raymond Terrace and 1 from Charlestown. So our game on... Okay, so Warren Shipley has... What's he said? Curry are the fortress and soldiers are the barracks. Okay, yeah, I can pay that. So that means you're not the Dolphins.
We've got...
Soldiers are the soldiers. Curry are the fortress. Well, I can understand the fortress, but I mean soldiers' points are not the Dolphins. It means they're the soldiers.
I think Happy's sticking with his suggestion from earlier. If you look over in chat, Tony.
So Friday is from the bomb shelter.
He's stuck with it.
Kaboom! Friday's game brought to you live from the bomb shelter, home of the Curry Cannons. Yep.
I was about to say, we had a suggestion earlier that might work really well for the cannons. Actually, the gallows being the bottom part of your ship.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, I like it. Well, it depends if it's that type of cannon. I don't mind the barracks from Soldiers Point. The barracks. That's not bad. Thank you. Was that? Our viewing number's 1,350 for the evening in a Wednesday night here at the Nest, home of the Beresfield Magpies, and we've seen some fantastic games. And this one's coming down to the wire, and I believe it could just be 1. Correct, soldiers, not Dolphins. So there you go. I have it officially from Mr. Shipley, the boss man of Greater Newcastle Region Bowls, who plies his trade at Soldiers Point Bowling Club. They are not the Dolphins. They are the soldiers. They are the soldiers. So what can we call it? The barracks. I like the barracks. So yeah. We might call it the infirmary. That's only when they get beat.
Yeah, I was
They're all injured. We'll call it the... what a shot. That is a great bowl. So it's the barracks. Looks like it's the barracks.
The vault has been another suggestion made over
The
here.
vault.
Mark Bressington.
Hello, Mark Bressington. How are you, buddy? Winner of our Al Brinkley pairs at May West. As you don't know, viewers, and I don't mind telling you, we've had a name change. So Mayfield West Bowling Club, we're not the movie stars no more. We don't play at the Hollywood Bowl. We are now officially the May West Steelers, and we either play out of the furnace or, as one guy told me, the scrapyard. The scrapyard. So we're just trying to figure out what it will be, but we are officially the May West Steelers, and we're looking forward to a fantastic 2025. The May West Steelers. New strip, new logo, and a new dedication. The May West Steelers. Coming to a green near you, 2025. Now, Jake Lawton, I'm not too sure who's holding shot. Yes, I'll just point the Western Front. You Dolphins with... Dolphins with guns. Shippo, did you hear that one? Dolphins with guns. Oh dear, it's funny.
Sounds like the sequel to Sharknado I'd want to watch.
Sharknado. Yeah.
Sounds like a good sequel.
Oh,
give
dear.
Dolphins guns?
Sharknado.
Get a shark tornado, give the Dolphins
dear.
guns. It's only reasonable progression, right?
Sharknado. There's about 500 of them movies in there, Sharknado. Sharknado 4 was the most recent. We shouldn't be talking about bowls. We're just talking about garbage, but it's good fun. So we've got a game of fours here, which is 9-6 playing the last 10. Richard Govan needs a 4 to grab the tie for, we know they're called the Marlins. So on our club project scoreboard, 9-6 in front are the East Maitland Griffins. And we think they're going to play out of the lair. Mark Bressington, the vault. Hard hat to be worn at all times. Fridays from the bomb shelter. Oh, you crazy fans. Crazy, crazy fans. Anyway, Richard Govan's got the last bowl. How can he turn this into a 4? Kane Coors is having a look. He thinks this is an option. They're all nodding their head. And the bowl's in the hands of the... I believe a 2-time world champion, Kiwi legend, Richard Govan. Can he do it? Let's have a look. What sort of shots is he playing? He's playing weight. Down he comes. Has a look. Now he's got... Oh! That's the end of the game. So that looks like it's all over. That game has been won by the Griffins, which is a 10-2 win. Now, we know the other game over between the Hunters and the Magpies.
They've loved every second of it.
They have. So Hayden Boykovsky comes out to congratulate his team, who have got away with it. A 3-1 win, which will give them a 10-2 result. And the battle of the bottom of the barrel has been won by... the Marlins at the Marine Park. The Marlins at the Marine... Wazza, you'll love it. But you've got to remember, you're the man that started all this stuff. Well, put it in print anyway. So the Marlins at the Marine Park. I still like the way station. I reckon that's really good. I know exactly where you're talking about, Jackie. In my hometown. Rambo would know a bit about it too. The Game Fish Club. That's a pity they don't play at the Game Fish Club in Shoal Bay. So,
Going to see if we can get eyes on that last game.
Yeah, let's have a bit of a look over here. We can have a bit of a
get some eyes going
Now,
on.
we know that that's two. That was one rubber each. They split both rubbers. We just don't know the scenario. Now, I might just put these headphones down, so we'll be silent for a little bit, and that's probably not a bad thing. I'll go over and see if I can find out what the go is. Let's have a bit of a look. So it's only that fours. That's the only game going. We'll have a look.
There we go, sports fans. We've had some fantastic games this afternoon and just throughout the evening in general. Some lovely, lovely moments coming to us from some even more incredible players. Here we go, Tony's on his way back. We'll have some score updates for you in just a moment. Here he is. Welcome back, Tony.
Okay, viewers, so just to let you know that we split the rubbers between Maitland City Hunters and the Beresfield Magpies. They were one rubber each, and it was a four-shot buffer to the Magpies. So as it stands at the moment, playing the last end of the singles, the Maitland City Hunters hold a one-shot lead, and in the fours, the Maitland City Hunters are 11-2 in front. So as it stands, the Maitland City Hunters could take the tie if they win this game of singles, 3 rubbers to 1. Now, Simon Mitchell has 1 bowl to play. The fours, Maitland City fours, are convincingly in front. They're convincingly in front. So that would give them a 2-1. Their singles is 1 shot in front, playing the last end, and I'm not too sure who has the shot.
See if I can get eyes on that for you from here, Tony.
Yep. So Simon...
There you go. Might have a better look at it from there.
Okay, so we know that... Oh, it's close. I'm not too sure. Even Mick Cronin, skipping the fours next door, has come over to offer some advice. Speaking to his lead, his pair's teammate. Now, we'll see what happens here. This could be crucial.
Here we go. We've got both games in shot.
Both games in shot. Look at that. That's great camera work by the Dexter. He's all over it.
Might even be able to get bowler's side here. Get some left.
Massive finish, you are right. That fan from YouTube Live Sports, massive finish. Now let's have a look here. Have a look. Simon Mitchell holding one in front. I'm not too sure what the situation is up there. He would, if he was 1 in front, he wouldn't have. But Caleb still has a bowl to play, so we'll see if he plays it. Now, who's holding shot? So Caleb's going to play his last bowl. So that either means that he's holding 1 to square the match, or he's 1 down. If he's in front, he wouldn't be playing it. So the skippers are coming over. David Govern's come over to have a look. He's offering some advice. It's all happening. Everybody wants a piece of the singles result. So I can't tell who's got the shot. But if he's going to play his last bowl with the situation that the fours next door, where the Hunters got an 11-2 lead, this is crucial. Because an 11-2 lead is a 9 shots. They were 4 behind, so it's a 5-shot deficit. He's 1 behind in the singles, so it's a 6-shot deficit. But if they can win the singles match, at least they'll give them that extra 2 points. So let's have a bit of a look. We'll see what happens here. We'll be able to tell by a bit of body language. Caleb McDermott on the mat. We'll see what sort of shot he's going to play. He's taking his time. As I said, viewers, if he was in front, he wouldn't play the last bowl. So we'll wait and see what happens. So down he comes. Down he comes. I'm not 100% sure what's doing here. Give it a chance. He's very interested. Oh, and I think he may have given it away. I'm not sure. Yep, looks like it's 1 to Maitland City. So I think that is a 2-shot win to Simon Mitchell. Yes, it is. Mick Cronin comes and shakes his hand. It's a 2-shot win to Simon Mitchell. So that is 2 rubbers to 1 on the live scoreboard. Maitland City hold a fair lead in the fours. So I think that the Magpies, after such a convincing win in the first game of our live stream on YouTube Live Sports here at the Nest, in the pairs have lost the game, the tie, 3-1. So they were 1 rubber each after the split and have lost both the singles, 14-12, and their fours is convincingly behind. I think it's 11-3 or maybe 12-3 now, playing their last end. So a win to the Hunters. And as we know, in our other game, in the bottom of the barrel battle between the Griffins and the Marlins, Jono Davis had a massive 20-9 win in the singles, but to no avail. They'll pick up 2 points because the Griffins won the other 3 games, and the fours was a cliffhanger right down to the last bowl. So it's a 10-2 win to the Griffins overall, and it looks like it's going to be a 10-2 win to the Hunters over the home side, the Beresfield Magpies. And our 2 skippers you'll see up there put on one hell of a show in our first live stream game in the pairs.
We're getting congratulations from the boss man, Tony.
Congratulations from the boss man.
Well done, boys, on a great broadcast.
Thank you, Hapster. Love to work for you, bud. Team effort there. Massive finish. Bero 5th, Hunter 3rd. Western front. Totally agree. It was a good broadcast tonight. We, Hapster, I will tell you that on the way over, was it on the way home, Decky? We made the pact. We were not going to call Boydie. We made the pact. I said, this is what our deal is tonight, mate. We are not going to call Boydie. We are not going to call him. And the time I did call you on the way over, I was only shit-stirring, mate, just to see what your response would be.
What's your language, Tony? You're live on air.
Oh, yeah. Shit's not even a swear word anymore. Anyway, we everything went good. When the internet crashed, we fixed it. When the camera was wobbling around, Decky fixed it. Anything like that, it all went good. So, yeah. It's good fun. And our viewing numbers were great. They were really, really good. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of the night. There's one bowl to play. I don't know what's going to happen here, because there's not even a mat up there anymore, is there? Oh, yes, it is.
It is still there.
Mick's still got one bowl to play, but I don't think there's going to be much difference.
May as well stick it out.
Yeah.
Watch this final one for the
You
night,
did
folks.
it. Yeah, we'll watch the final one. But as we stand, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be a 3-1 win to the Griffins in the bottom of the barrel battle. So they'll get 10-2 over the Marlins, and it looks like, as it stands here, it's going to be the same situation for the Maitland City Hunters. They're going to 3-1 win over the Bero Magpies, the home side. But let me tell you, the gentleman on the mat now played one of the greatest games of pairs I've seen in a long time. Lead Anthony ELLERCAMP played fair, set him up, but David Govan played some great bowls. And, probably deserved to be a little bit better. So, you say that Bero dropped down to 5th and the Hunters got up to 3rd. Remember, top 4 with 1 round to go. That's going to be interesting after tomorrow. Sorry, not tomorrow. Friday. Get that right. Friday. After Friday, it's going to be interesting to see what the top 4 is going into the last round. So if we have a look, viewers, our last round next week, round 7 of the Newcastle Hunter Super League, you have the host clubs Charlestown and Raymond Terrace. So Charlestown will play East Maitland. Maitland City plays Soldiers Point. Won't that be a crucial game? Raymond Terrace against Nelson Bay. Well, Nelson Bay could probably let their hair down and City of the Bush. And Beresfield versus the Cannons. So anything's possible. Anything is possible.
Hold on. I think we still got one more.
What's that? Well, another end.
I think so.
They have. They've got another end to play. But
Yeah,
I think it's as we call it, Decky. I think it's all over bar the shouting. Look at those viewing numbers. Woohoo! It's all over bar the shouting. They're playing for the margins, which will come in handy. So they are playing the last end. We will commentate this last end for you viewers. Have a look. first, second on Friday. That is correct. Raymond Terrace and Soldiers Point, the greatest rivalry in the game in Newcastle. I often say, a lot of people ask me why I don't play at Soldiers Point Bowling Club and why I didn't play at Soldiers Point Bowling Club. It's just around the corner. I live just around the corner from it. I'm there all the time watching the bowls or having dinner or catching up with friends or whatever. And there's some of the nicest people at Soldiers Point Bowling Club. It's a great club. The CEO is my neighbour across the road, been one of the country's finest ever players. Some great players at that club. Great players. A very good club, very successful club. One of my very best friends is on the board of directors there. But I can't play there because I hate their guts. And I mean that in the nicest possible way, because I was at bowls coordinator at Raymond Terrace for so long and they were our greatest rivals. And did have 1 year at Soldiers Point, very enjoyable, playing with Rambo and Neville Downs. Nifty. And a good club, as I said. My wife's a regular there. She loves her Soldiers Club. I go there and watch a fair bit of bowls when Rosie's playing or when the others are playing, and drop down for a Friday and watch the football, have a beer. But going back to that game Friday night, Raymond Terrace versus Soldiers Point, the Soldiers up against the Jets. Now that's got a military feel about it, was it? Anyway, what we might do is wrap it all up. Declan, what do you think? So we know what's going to happen.
I think that sounds like a pretty all-right plan.
So yeah, enough gas bag and enough crap. Now that we've got no bowls to watch. So viewers, once again, thank you for watching our game tonight in round 6 of the Newcastle Hunter Super League. Thanks to Tech Decky.
Always a
for
pleasure.
coming on and doing some great work on the cameras, fixing the camera when it was on one hell of an angle. Looked like climbing a mountain.
Always happy to help out.
Thanks to the players. Massive crowd here up on the balcony there tonight. Some great games of bowls. Thanks to all the viewers. Thanks to the comments. Lee Blaw and Alan Law. We'll see you in the skybox eventually. Our sponsors, Club Projects, your club looking to renovate, specialists in hospitality construction, from sports bars, outdoor entertainment areas, bathrooms, kitchens, they do the lot. Coles Refrigeration Air Conditioning, been around for 80 years. Stay cool this summer. Give Coles Refrigeration Air Conditioning a call. EJE Architecture are award-winning design specialists with proven 45-year track record, and General Metal Roofing. Looking for a new colour bond roof, or you need a whirlybird to keep your house cool this summer, give Anthony a call. Thank you to all our sponsors. Thanks to the viewers. We will call it quits for the evening, and we will look forward to having you all back on YouTube Live Sports for the completion of round 6 Friday night.
No, you get it right at the end.
Friday night at Curry, home of the Cannons. At the bomb shelter.
Bomb shelter.
We've got first, second. Some great games, and we'll catch you all soon. Thank you, viewers, and I'll personally be able to talk to you next week, but don't forget to join the coverage on Friday night for some awesome matches. Live, YouTube Live Sports. You want the best bowls stream on the planet. Do we have it? You better be live in it. Good night, everybody.